into the microphone.
Boys, I'm going to be honest. Today, work was very stressful.
Explain.
You want me to explain? I can explain.
Explain. Can you explain, if you will?
Basically, I was on till, doing the register, making the money, doing the funny, saying hello to the daddy and mommy. You know what I'm saying? This old man walks past with a 12-pack of Fanta, orange Fanta.
Oh, that's real shit. He's having a good
And
night.
he goes, "Excuse me, is your self-service open?" And I said, "One of them is," because it was late. It was like 9:30. And he goes, "Oh, fantastic, Fanta!" like that, like really loud.
What?
And my coworker in the corner of the room went like,
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
I wish I was making that up.
Oh my god, I want to party with that guy now.
You said fantastic, and you looked at him.
He looked at me
Say
like,
that again.
eyes wide, like, Fanta.
Yo, you should have looked at him and been like, is this the real life or is this just fantasy? Fantasy.
Man, shut up. Anyway, no. Welcome
We're
back,
done.
everyone.
We're done. This is
it.
The last
Oh my god,
episode.
it's
Yep,
not,
we already lost
it's,
him, man.
It's StarWarsFactsGuy now. We've officially entered StarWarsFacts.
oh yeah.
All right, welcome back, all you fine lads and ladies.
The bad
And everyone
and the
else.
Bruv.
Yeah, the good, bad, and the Bruv. I was
guess
gonna say
what?
it, thank you.
We have two guest episodes.
We're dropping it. We're dropping. It's him.
We got good old T8 with us, aka what's your name again? Sex worker facts guy.
Yeah, that's me. I know a couple. I know a thing or two. No. I'm the Star Wars facts guy on TikTok. I talk about Star Wars because of sunk cost fallacy. I'm too invested in it. I'm talking about it all the time. I need help. I need help.
This is a cry for help.
I need. Please be good, Skeleton.
It's a good thing this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. No, it's not. It's not sponsored by BetterHelp. It's not. But no, we got Tate, and we've been wanting to get Tate. We want to get Tate on since the fucking beginning. We've been talking about getting
episodes.
Ever since we wanted to get guests on, it was like top of the list. So here he is.
Yeah, it's fine. Because everything aligned.
Before we dive in, sorry, you can find Tate right there on TikTok. That's his at wherever you want to follow him at.
Find
Also,
him on Twitter.
speaking of
Not
bats,
one.
Simon, what if
Nope.
the good folks who really like this podcast want to support us further? How can they do that?
They can go to the certified top tier quality. We haven't recorded any off the cuffs yet. Good Bad Bruv Patreon.
I forgot about that.
For $3 a month, you can pay
$3?
good money.
What a steal! What?
That's a steal. That is a fucking
Dude, just think. With inflation the way it is, you get Doritos. You get a bag of Doritos.
You can get a Fansa.
For like $3. You're gonna
you get a
But with this, you get not only off the cuffs that we haven't recorded yet for some reason.
Eventually.
You get live dubs. You get commentaries. Every commentary we've done, including new ones going forward.
Yes.
We just did one, a commentary track, our first one, for Ang
What did you do
Lee's
it on?
Hulk.
which should be out by the time we record.
Let me say this: first time viewing for me, and it was way better than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
It is the ultimate show this to someone who has no knowledge, who has never seen, like,
No-
it is the
no
perfect
context.
first time movie.
Fucking.
Yeah.
This was the day after I got fake CTE, by the way. So I am fucked up in that recording, but I'm good now. Anyone
Fake
else want to-
CTE.
I don't
Oh, yeah,
think
bro
Tate
got a
knows
concussion.
Tate. I went flying on my electric scooter like Wednesday.
Oh, your
Last week.
concussion. Yeah, I heard about that. Okay.
So like,
What do you mean
I was,
fake?
I mean, it was not really a concussion. It was like
Not quite
a
CTE,
concussion.
but
Not
like
quite there.
almost.
Yeah, you.
It's like how
could have
people
actually
call
made
me
it
on.
harder.
It's like Yeah.
Didn't commit.
They said
It's
it was
like
bad
people
enough for me to
say I'm
lose
autistic,
memories, and I was like,
but I'm
huh?
not, so.
Just go- you lose every memory except, or no, you
So
you
what
don't lose
podcast?
anything.
What are you talking about?
But you just forget Simon. That's all it. You remember everyone else.
What's back to the bad and the bruv?
The bad and the
Fuck.
Who the fuck is this guy? Who is
But yeah, no. Simon, what if I don't want VODs? How else can I support the pod?
Yeah.
You can, first, very simple, like and subscribe to the YouTube account. You can do that.
Yeah.
You can also follow us on Spotify, rate 5 stars over on the Spotify.
Whoa, I'm gonna do that right now.
Oh, that's my fucking goat right there. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. But of course, if you would like to financially support the boys, you would like some awesome merch along the way, you can go to www.goonsquadpw.com/podcasts where you can get our stuff. And I will always shout out the Acid Wash hat. We just had a new line of hats come out. The good, the bad, and the
fucking
Bruv
God.
hat.
We all have
And
our own hats, which look incredible, by the way.
They look awesome.
Simon has a flat cap.
Oh,
What is he doing? Wait! Oh my god! Live 5-star!
The fucking CM Punk gif is just like a letterbox one.
Yeah, the letterbox.
Oh, speaking of which,
Oh,
we're also
Oh my.
on Letterbox now. What?
we
what?
are on Letterboxd.
Hey!
We have
Oh my!
movies on there. We got
The Good, the Bad, and the
lists.
Bruv has officially made a letterboxd where we will post reviews of movies that
Okay.
we've seen on the Patreon. So you can go and look at that if you want to. It's free. Go look at our account.
And you know what that means? That means
Whoa.
the amount of virginity in this room has increased by 3 points.
Tate being here
There
is a
will be
godsend, honestly.
blood and
So, yeah.
bone
Yeah.
throughout the streets of Good, Bad,
Blood and
Bruv.
bone.
Blood and-
Yeah, no.
Oh god.
Wyatt,
Oh god. Yeah.
the
so-
Spotify poll.
Oh yeah.
Here we
so,
go.
Boys.
What's
we're gonna
happening?
read it?
What have we got on the
I
We had a
spot?
poll last week.
Okay.
Wyatt, if you didn't know, guys, Wyatt puts a poll at the end of every Spotify episode. You can see it down here on this episode when Wyatt makes the next one, obviously. So here are the results from last week. So the question was, in Master of Disguise 2003, who should have played Dana Carvey instead?
Ooh.
So Wyatt,
That's crazy.
third place,
Yes.
2 options. That kid from The Boys. And Mr. Beast, third place.
That one.
I don't know who
We
I'd
can't put
choose
Mr. Beast. We can't put Mr. Beast.
No,
in
Second
right now.
episode blacklist. It's over.
Second place, Jamie Kennedy and Adam Sandler.
That would be a tough race right there. That's the ultimate 2000s
The winner.
leading man right there.
From Ang Lee's Hulk, Nick Nolte.
Oh my god. See, you wouldn't even have to give him a script because he's already like insane. So it would
He
work.
would show up on set like, stop, what? Stop, what? Stop,
Yeah,
what?
exactly. That's oh my god, dude. Him and I just got a like side note. Him and Ang Lee's Hulk is just fucking incredible. He is
He's
one
great.
of the best characters.
That's
True
part
stuff.
of the movie.
GM.
You won't see that nowadays. They
will
won't
never see
make a
that,
movie
ever.
like that nowadays.
Post-drunk driving accident, Nick Nolte was a different breed of actor. I don't
He
know
fed
what to, I
families,
don't know
man.
what to
He
say.
fed fucking
Fucking
families.
hell.
No, dude, that's actually a thing. The mugshot, Nick Nolte's mugshot, is literally from that movie. Like, literally, like, from the set of that movie, on his off time, he got into a drunk driving accident, and that was his
That's
hair.
amazing.
Post-drunk scootering Cass is acting is that's pretty fun.
He is riffing on a level that is
It's
just
freaking sublime.
freaking sublime.
Let it be known I was not drunk, I am just completely stupid.
Yeah.
I love when he points
Legally.
his lighting is
Legally
eyes.
Stupid. Anyway. Hey,
Any.
how's it going, brother?
I'm doing pretty good, man. It's a good week. It's a good week. Cinema is strong this week. Fortnite's better than ever this week. Yeah, and I'm just chilling. I have an off day, so I can do this podcast. I've
Hell
never
yeah.
felt better. I'm great.
We were gonna do it a couple weeks ago, and then somebody here had to do D&D and didn't say anything until a few hours earlier. So
It
you
wasn't
Who
know.
would that be? Who would that be, man? Damn.
Ang Lee, director of Hulk 2003. Alright, no. Simon, you behind the scenes wanted to give the first question, so please.
Well,
Okay.
dude, because we've been wanting to do this for a while, and obviously, I mean, we've known Tate for the better part of 5-6 years now. He's been
Yeah.
one of my favorite people to just discuss media and stuff with, and it's
Amen.
always fun. Yeah, whether we're fighting to the death over Spider-Verse
Oh,
or
yeah,
we
exactly.
are standing united on how garbage modern Star Wars is, it's a good time. So my big important question to you, Tate, is: do you like stories, my friend?
Ooh. Let me tell you something.
Oh no, the media scrub, it's happening. This is it.
I wouldn't say I hate PowerPoints, but I do like Google Sheets. You know what I mean?
Hey, now we're fucking talking, man. Now we're talking.
Dude, making those spreadsheet star ratings, fuck Letterboxd.
Fuck Letterboxd, we on Google Sheets. You know what I mean? I love my
I've been on that Excel shit recently, brother. Holy fuck. I can feel the fucking fumes.
I had to open with that bit. Fun fact, my reposting of my reposting of that clip is the most popular tweet I have ever made. So thanks for the numbers.
No, it's so good. I appreciate it. I've never lived it down the moment, which is like pretty funny. I met a good bunch of people in London last year for Celebration.
That's
and
rare.
To 70% of them, I was the soups guy. Where people are like, oh, you're the soups guy from the soups video. I'm like, that's me, I guess.
Funny.
Yeah, that's it. Like, I met these really lovely people that are so I still know them to this day, still talk to them. They're like, oh, you're the soups guy. I'm like,
that could and should be like a really big red flag, but it's just not, at the end of the day. Because you're talking about
the day we have him and Soups in the same room, that will be my AVGN versus Nostalgia Critic.
I wanted to meet him this year. I thought he was gonna be at frickin' Disneyland Star Wars night, and he wasn't. All his little friends were there.
That would have been.
That would have gone down. That would have gone down, kind of like how when Simu Liu met that Iron Fist cosplayer. It would have gone down that way. Yeah.
It would have been like Anita Sarkeesian at that VidCon a few years ago when she called out a bunch of people, or like
that bitch from Young Turks.
Yeah. It would have been something like he would have seen you in the audience and be like, "Yo, I do like stories."
God.
It's fine. We've moved the goalpost though. Now it's Blu-ray Angels. The next takedown. We moved.
we're taking it out.
See, the thing is though with Blu-ray Angel, I think he is just a parody. I don't think he's actually legit.
He's not legit. No, he's been born and bred in a lab to irritate the fuck out of me. That's the thing. Like he's been like lab grown. Like even today he tweeted out something where he's like, oh, it's like they get into character. It's like, oh, say what you want, but I think Deadpool and Wolverine is better than Dune. And I'm like, oh, you're just saying that to piss people off. Like
it's just engagement farming.
Like, no, you forgot fucking.
Anyone, I will give him credit. Anyone that can make The Rock uncomfortable in a video is doing something like on a different.
That was fucking funny.
On a level that is sublime.
Freaking sublime.
Oh my god.
Freaking sublime.
I had my little bit question, but obviously, I mean, we've known, like, Tate, would you just like to discuss, like, you, because obviously we've known you for a while, and you've always been very outspoken in your opinions about Star Wars, your love of that stuff. Look at the man's shelf, folks. Look at the man's shelf sitting behind him. He absolutely is lit.
Women have been in this room while all this is present. I will put
which is incredible. You think I can show? You think I can show them that? You think I could show them this fuck? I can't see the camera, right? You think I could show them this fucking guy?
The Thanos poster.
Yeah, I reckon.
Oh god, bro.
Well, okay, I do have the Logan poster.
Over, yeah.
Oh god damn it! Never mind.
Cass has fucking Jeffrey Dahmer room.
I got the Alex Ross Avengers poster, so like I'm good to go there. All right.
Cass is pointing at the MC wall. He's still concussed.
I'm pointing at the quality of fucking Star Wars nowadays.
He's pointing right there. He's pointing at fucking Wilson Fisk's painting. Fucking
when I was a boy.
To not make every single thing a bit. Tate, you got involved, especially the last few years, in the Star Wars content creation, particularly on TikTok, which led to you. Genuinely, I'm so proud that you got to go to Celebration as a guest.
That's awesome.
And you were just at New Zealand International Film Festival as well, if I'm not mistaken, which is absolutely fantastic. So when did it all start for you, bud? Like, when did you really start delving deep into it? Because I feel like I know generally, but I don't like I don't see it as much, right? Because you're just my friend. You're just you're not Star Wars Facts Guy to me, right?
Exactly. It's interesting because I feel like Star Wars is one of those things. To put it seriously, like it's a thing that everyone kind of grows up with in some capacity. Like everyone, there's this like thing where like if you go into like the middle of nowhere and you hold up like a Superman logo, people will know that's Superman. You hold up like a Stormtrooper helmet, people will know that's a Stormtrooper. It's something that everyone kind of grows up with. I remember vividly playing with my dad's Star Wars toys as a kid. And that's like a formative memory. It's like, yeah, like I remember. Oh, this is maybe where it all went wrong. I remember having like Yoda fight Darth Vader, and my dad walked past it, and he's like, "They didn't fight in the movies." I'm like, "Oh, that's where it all began. That's where it all began for me."
Wait, let me look at Vader's thing. Yeah. There's a line on this costume.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Shit!
Not accurate. That's a lore dive right there.
MCUS designs, but yeah, it's something everyone grows up with. I don't really know when I got like deep into. I think like around like 2017, 2018, I kind of got really into it, and then with I hate to plug it. Sorry to be a millennial filmmaker, but when the pandemic happened.
WrestleMania 32, as we called it. Yeah.
Oh god.
When the pandemic happened, which I'm still not used to hearing in movies, but when that happened, I was kind of in lockdown. My dad was like, "Well, you got all this free time. You like Star Wars. Why don't you pick a TikTok or do something?" And I was like, "Oh, there's like people better than me doing it. So like, why do it?" He's like, "Yeah, just try it, see what happens." Yep. And then I did. I made a video, and I was like, "Well, The Rise of Skywalker kind of stinks, so maybe I'll make a video explaining why all these things happened." And then that kind of like, it was a fun thing to do every day because I had nothing else to do. And now it just kind of grew more and more and exponentially from there. It's been fun. It's been cool. There's a lot of things in Star Wars. I think for most people now, it's either like a flavor that you're kind of tired of, or it's, it's a comfort flavor, but it's nothing that really stands out to you. But there's still, I think there's so much to appreciate. And I think the fact that it's such a foundational mythology for a lot of kids and a lot of people, and it's like that really kickstarts like their love for things. I think that's cool. It still keeps me coming back, keeps me interested. And I think if everyone uses Star Wars as a springboard to go find other stories, I think then it's a franchise that deserves to live on a little long. I like that.
Even if it hurts you endlessly and then continuously is rooted and sucked and fucked into
oblivion. What's funny? I remember I think it was actually when Attack of the Clones came out in 2002 or whatever the fuck. That was like my first introduction to Star Wars. I literally just saw like the poster and I was like, "Oh wow, he looks so cool." And I saw like the poster price. I'm like, "Oh, that's so cool." That's literally all my knowledge of Star Wars was as a boy. I'm just like, yeah, I want to watch that. All of these. And I was like, yeah, they're all good.
You talk about like the formative Star Wars memories. There was a day when I was like, I couldn't have been more than 3 or 4. Because my dad, I feel like it's the common story of either you find Star Wars yourself or your dad gets you into it. At least in my understanding, right? My dad got me into Star Wars from a very, very young age. Revenge of the Sith was like the sleepover rotation movie for a very long time when I was with my friends. I remember there was one day where we just had because my dad had the box set of the original 6 at the time because this was before Disney came and ruined everything. To sound like a Redditor.
Okay.
I'm sorry. They didn't ruin everything. One guy did a good job, but we'll get to that later. Other than that,
Ang Lee, director of all 2003.
Dude, that would go platinum. All I'm saying.
Honestly, dude, if Ang Lee did The Acolyte, that shit would have been all timer. I'm dead serious.
Oh, dude, for a fact, he would have been like the most he would have been a motherfucker behind that
ambitious
chair, man. Oh my god. He would have angered so many fucking people, but he would have turned out with some of the coolest shit, probably.
He would have been like so divisive. You would have a bunch of Twitter nerds arguing about it.
Oh yeah.
But not like they don't anyway. But I remember there was a day where I was sitting like on my couch, and my dad, my brother, and I, we just spent a whole day coming up with what we thought were cool names for like Sith Lords. We were just going like Darth Rexus or some shit like that. And it's just like a bunch of stupid, awful. I think Darth Death was one of them. Which is terrible. But
George Lucas wants to know your location. That's the coolest name ever.
It's typical. It rhymes.
Darth Murderer. George, we can't do that. Why?
Why not?
Why not? That's a better question, honestly. But no, I think it's awesome that Star Wars reached that, and the fact that you get to discuss it, because, discussing Star Wars can be a hellhole at certain times, just in terms of boredom, as well as just in terms of general thing. I guess I want to talk to you, Tate. This is a fun thing. I think about, if people don't mind me going 2 in a row here. I guess 3 in a row because of my stupid bit question at the beginning. When did you start to stop engaging with Star Wars outside of the toxic, like I guess like because I think there's a time when like you're engaging with Star Wars just on your own merits, and then with the fandom, and it's two very different things. When did that moment like happen for you? Was it just when you got on and when you started, like maybe when you met us, or just in general when you started making your videos and shit? But when did you feel like, oh, this thing isn't just like my thing anymore? Like this is shared by people, and some of them are really cool, and some of them really not.
That's a good question. It's tricky as well, because I think, especially since we're all wired in and we're also all online nowadays, know, it's something that's kind of unavoidable, even on like TikTok when I'm making a video. Like I made one today, and I'm like, yeah, check this cool thing out. Someone's like, fuck you, your content's shit. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I think
my bad, OG.
My bad. I mean, you guys know me pretty well. Like, I have a pretty thick skin when it comes to stuff like that. Like, I truly do not fucking care. Like, half the time people say things, they'll be like, oh, you're the worst person ever. And I'm like, yeah, there's nothing that hasn't been said in my head like 1,000 times at 2 a.m.
Have they heard what we say to each other on VC? Like, do they know?
Exactly.
Do they know?
But it does suck because, I mean, again, like we've said, like Star Wars is such like it's rooted in childhood and it's rooted in like whimsy and just like it's fun. Like at worst, Star Wars should just be fun. It's like it's a simple thing. It's a springboard for like stories. It's something that kids should enjoy. People take it really seriously. There's the part of the fandom that's been like co-opted by like the far right sect of grifters. There's been the fandom that's like co-opted by Nazis and sexists, and it's terrible because I know so many lovely people that are way kinder and way sweeter than me who feel unsafe to talk about Star Wars. And that kind of sucks because like you guys talk about wrestling, you have a fucking good time about it. Like why can't they talk about Star Wars and have a good time about it?
Exactly.
Dude, the wrestling community is just the same, if not worse. So,
it's the three most toxic fandoms I think I've ever been in is Spider-Man, Star Wars, and professional wrestling. Like it's horrible. It's horrifying.
No, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
The good, the bad, and the bruv. Exactly.
Shit.
Yeah, so it is kind of terrible. I think the way that I kind of engage with it is, I mean, you guys know I can be really negative if I want to. I really can be, but I try to.
Yeah, but you always back it up. That's the thing.
I like to think I do. I do. But the way I kind of go about it is two ways. Is one, I always try to say the things I appreciate more. I mean, there's a lot of Star Wars I don't enjoy, but I always try to focus on the stuff that I do enjoy. And two is I like to treat people like adults. Like if you are on social media, on your phone, or on your laptop or whatever, then you are over the age of 13. And if you are over the age of 13, you have legally stated, you have the comprehension and the ability to understand what you are saying, the fact that whatever you are saying is your opinion or your own and not infringing or evocative of anyone else's opinions. Once you kind of grasp that, it's kind of chill. Like if I say I don't like something, I don't like it. You'd be like, oh, well, actually, I like it. I'm like, I don't fucking care. I'm not talking about what you like.
Dude, the days of like arguing with people on social media, it's just like, I haven't thought about that in like 3 or 4 years. It's like,
I'm only just
it just gets embarrassing after a while. Like I'd be looking at some of my old like shit from like 2019 or something. I'm just like why the fuck was I talking about? Like this is so stupid. Like
why am I arguing with Mysterio fan 69 over whether or not Spider-Man Far From Home sucks? Like what am I doing with my life at this point in time? Like I don't know.
Actually, the way that I like the movie was more right than yours. I'm like, who fucking cares? I need to like pay my taxes. I need to fill up gas in my car. I don't care. It's like, okay, do you like this show? Yeah, I liked it because the lightsabers were cool. All right, cool, fine, whatever. Did you like this show? No, I didn't really like it. Okay, cool, fine, whatever. It doesn't matter.
It really should just be that at this point. Or if you're going to engage in discussion, be a fucking grown up about it, like you said.
Exactly. So it's all about, at this stage in the game, it's just like, celebrate what I enjoy and try to make it a more safe space for other people. Again, I know so many wonderful female creators that I'm friends with felt scared to talk about the Acolyte because of what happened. There was this woman on Twitter. She was talking positively about the Acolyte, kind of poking the bear a bit, but I mean, within her right, she was allowed to talk about the show and call out hatred.
Allowed an opinion.
Yeah, exactly. And they went onto her Instagram. They went onto her OnlyFans that she does. And it's not a lewd OnlyFans. It's just her OnlyFans. You can make your bag, do your thing. They used all her images to make revenge porn of her and then spread it around online. because she liked the TV show. That's fucking despicable.
That's
This
This poor woman, and
apparently.
younger than all of us, by the way. This woman is about 20.
Oh, Jesus
younger than all of
Christ.
us. And it's like,
Yeah.
and it's like, no,
If I-
that's the kind of shit. It's like,
People need to like.
If any of us, just saying real quick, if any of us ever got to that point, like,
Oh, it's
Just be like
on
that.
site. I'm being dead
I
serious.
wouldn't
It's on
believe it
site.
myself, man. Yeah.
I love you
Yeah,
guys,
I'd-
but fuck
I'd
off.
rather
you know?
I'd rather kill myself than end up like that. Genuinely, honest to God.
Exactly.
I'd rather
In a
unalive
video
myself.
game. In a video game.
Unalive.
Unalive.
Oh,
Ah.
speaking of which, dude, one of my favorite things in Star Wars, the Star Unaliver, my favorite thing.
Oh man.
One of the greatest characters in fiction, Star
Such a cool
Unaliver
guy, man.
from The Force Unleashed. Yeah.
Oh my
Now,
god.
I actually do have a question here,
Oh,
if I may. If
go
we-
for it.
No.
All right. Okay.
Oh, no, go on. I'm
Get him
sorry.
out.
All right.
Screw
So-
wives.
Fuck this guy.
So-
Fucking-
So, question, and this actually kind of is a bit of a question for everyone across the board.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
What do you think? And this is like a weird one because there's not a lot of it. Well, there is quite a bit actually, and it's also in relation to Star Wars.
Oh.
Best Star Wars game.
Oh.
Right,
Oh,
hear me
I-
out.
That's
I have an
difficult.
answer.
Oh, that's so difficult.
Lego Star Wars, the complete saga.
That's-
Yeah.
I'm not
that
even
was my
joking.
first thought. Like
It's genuinely not even a joke. That
it's
is a
ingrained
really
in
good
my
game.
childhood, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's, like
Yeah.
it's a foundational part of me again, like they were talking about. Ugh.
Now, me and Tay probably have the same answer here too.
I think we do,
Jedi
yeah.
Survivor.
Yep. 100% best Star
Jedi
Wars.
Survivor,
Best Star
a
Wars.
fucking incredible game.
I will say, Wyatt was lovely enough to let me game share. I just played Fallen Order for the first time. Fucking fantastic. So
Yep.
Great game.
I will be
Second
tapping
best.
into Survivor.
I feel bad because like I really like I love the story of those games. I just can't get into the gameplay. I don't know. Maybe I just suck at Souls likes. I don't know.
Some
maybe-
people
maybe
aren't
that's the
into
problem.
Soul Likes, yeah.
Yeah, like-
Just put,
Fine.
put it on story mode and have a good time with it, honestly.
Yeah,
Because-
well, that's what I did. That's what I
Yeah.
eventually did when I was playing fucking Baldur's Gate 3, where it was like a lot of the combat in that game is fucking.
Oh, it's
impossible.
unreal.
Oh.
It
Yeah,
is unreal.
but you have to. But eventually, I got to the point where I was like, I like these characters and I like D&D, but like I don't want to get my ass kicked at D&D for hours.
Well,
at a
that's
time.
half the
Nobody
fun of
likes that.
D&D. You're learning about characters and experiencing a different world than your own. So, like,
And with
when
the
they can
game,
do that
it
with
has,
Star
like,
Wars, you know, it's
Genuinely like
awesome.
nuanced, like especially and in Jedi, like in the Jedi, like Cal Kestis is a great character, man. Like
Yeah.
he really is. He's the ideal modern Star Wars protagonist in my opinion.
yeah.
Like one
Oh,
of the
100%. Yeah,
Fantastic.
100%.
one of the best. It's like him and Cassian Andor. Like they're my two
Oh.
goats. And like
Oh.
I loved Rey and Finn to a point, but you know they
yeah.
were undone by poor writing. That's not the actor, or the character's fault. It's just
Ray Skywalker. Anyway,
We'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get. I have thoughts. I like Rose too. Rose is a cool character, and then they like J.J. Abrams was like, I hate Asian women specifically.
Oh, the
Like
fans didn't
him.
like her. I'm going to never mention her again.
oh, you like this
Dude,
character?
you wanna
Straight
talk-
relationship.
I think like people talk about like since Force Awakens, because there was Rey hate around Force Awakens, but most of what I saw, what the Rey hate like when Force Awakens came out was, oh, she's just too overpowered, and it's like I don't give a fuck. It's Star Wars.
gives a
People are
shit?
overpowered.
It's fucking
Why
Star
is Luke
Wars,
Skywalker so fucking good at
Yeah,
this
exactly.
shit
Who
immediately?
cares?
Like
God.
same thing,
Yeah.
right? I think the beginning, the genesis, if you will, of the hate in the community was Kelly Marie Tran. Like that was genuinely abhorrent, and it made me
Yeah.
ashamed to be a Star. Putting aside my personal bias towards Last Jedi, because you know I've gone on record saying it's my favorite Star Wars movie, like it is.
Yeah.
But like I just think that's no way to treat anybody, especially her. She's not she didn't do literally. She wasn't goading
She's
people.
an actor who read the script and did her job. Like how
Whether
can
you,
be
whether
mad
you
at
like the
someone
character
doing
or
that?
not, whether you fucking like the character or not,
Ugh.
right? It's like I don't know, man.
Yeah,
It's just
embarrassing.
that was the beginning of it. I think that was the moment I realized.
Yeah, no, that was like the genesis of like the YouTube hate was like the Kelly Marie Tran videos and stuff. The Mary Sue stuff was still a big thing because Max Landis is a fucking moron, and him and his father.
I'm so upset that he made
both need
Chronicle.
jail time. I know.
Well, he wrote Chronicle. He didn't make.
I'm
it,
so upset
really.
he wrote one of like the coolest Superman comics in like the past 10 years as well. Fuck that guy. Him and his dad. Fuck them both.
Oh, dude, John Landis, I could go on a whole tangent.
There is so much genuine talent in Max Land. Like that wrestling isn't wrestling video. That's a fucking amazing
That's a great
YouTube video.
Yeah.
Genuinely an amazing video. And like, I mean, his Power Ranger script was dog shit from what I heard about it, which is a personal thing with me. But like, you know, it's you want to believe that he's not going to be like his fucking dad who like literally killed children for the love of the game. But
you could say that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he would say.
Commentary for the Twilight Zone movie. Get her. No, I'm joking.
That seems specifically.
No.
For everyone who doesn't know, just look up John Landis Twilight Zone. That's all you need to know.
If you dare.
If you dare, exactly.
But yeah, I'd say the Kelly Marie Tran stuff was definitely like I think it was part of like the big internet like wave was like that was definitely in there. Still the Mary Sue stuff, but that was like the genesis of like nerd-erotic geeks and gamers, all those guys.
What was worse was those guys at the time were not mask off alt-right at that point. Like they were just like they were assholes who had some legit criticisms of the movie, but then they used those legit criticisms to just be racist and be sexist and ruin the enjoyment for everybody else.
Would you say Rise of Skywalker is like the net endpoint of like the mask on period and transitioning to mask off? Because I feel like the Rise of Skywalker was like the tipping point of like I actually fuck it, we're all Nazis now. Like
well, like it was that, and I think like I feel like the first season of Mandalorian was didn't quite get to that point. I feel like around the second season, especially when Ahsoka and they started introducing more key female characters into it, was when it also like kind of kicked off. Rise of Skywalker was just like, I mean, and again, that's the problem around that time because Rise of Skywalker is a legitimately one of the worst blockbusters ever made. So they thought they had legitimate standing in just being fucking assholes. So it just, I don't know. Star Wars is just impossible to discuss it. Like, I only discuss it with
it's
you
literally
guys.
impossible.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Like,
you don't want it.
It's like
Exactly.
I'm not that passionate about Star Wars at all. Like I don't give a fuck. Like it's fun. I always thought it was fun growing up, and I still think it's kind of fun now, here and there when it's good. Like I gave more of a shit about Spider-Man as a kid, if you want to call that like my Star Wars. That's what that is. But even still,
I was playing Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Yo, banger.
Punch out Wii, brother. I was memorizing the moves. You don't understand.
Hey,
you don't understand.
Speaking of video games, Tate, we mentioned a little bit earlier. We were playing we play Fortnite. We're not gonna be bullshitting here because we know people make fun of Fortnite a lot. It's a fun ass game.
2021 Fortnite nights were the peak. They were the peak of life.
So, question for you, Facts Guy. What do you think is the best crossover Fortnite has ever had?
Oh, wow. That's a great question. Oh, damn.
It's interesting to think about.
I say this right now as I look at my screen just ahead of me with the Xenomorph doing the gritty. Xenomorph was one I wanted for a long time, and I didn't think they were going to do Xenomorph. So
that was not the gritty. You were skiing. What was that?
You were like a little.
Bro was like,
is he skiing or is he in a gay porn? Is he skiing or is he in a gay porn?
Shoot, Xenomorph was a wishlist one, so I'll put that on honorable mention. I think best one. Christ, that's hard.
It's really hard.
I'll speedrun a few. Lara Croft was a great one. That was a great one.
That was a good one. I love the PS1 model they had.
That was the PS1 model, the classic design, the newer design. That was great. Shoot, what else? Ninja Turtles is one of the best ones ever.
That's my favorite.
That mini pass was so much bang for buck. So and then all the turtles plus their gear for like a cheap price. That was ridiculous. Yep. That was great. Shredder looked like phenomenal as well.
Best Shredder design. Like one of the best Shredder designs ever. Genuinely. Like, oh yeah.
Hands down. Original Marvel season. Unbeatable. Will actually never be beat. New one looks good. That one will never be beat. That one will never be beat. It was perfect.
Because it was a mixture of things that made that season good. Like, it was just a mixture of a bunch of shit.
It was the mythics, it was the comic designs, it was the lore, it was like the extra styles being those foil covers you get on the comics.
So cool.
It was perfect. A recent one that I really enjoyed. Oh, goodness, let me think. That's tricky. Honestly, one that was really charming was Peter Griffin. That was a fun one. That was what we all wanted.
Dude, all timer.
That was one of those ones that like everyone wanted it. Everyone like thought it was gonna happen.
It was the guilty pleasure, wasn't it?
We gave up hope at one point, and then boom, like Peter Griffin of Fortnite. Like,
no, it was like it was less. We gave up hope, and it's like, okay, guys, it's not actually gonna happen. Let's die down. And then they said, "What do you mean?" Boom, and we went,
the night that it happened, I was like asleep or whatever. I woke up and I'm just like, what the fuck are people like?
You said, "Oh shit, Solid Snake."
Yeah.
Oh my god, Peter
Griffin! No, you're lying. You're fucking lying. No way. And I'm like,
I think we phoned you. I think we phoned you.
You did. You phoned me. Yep. You phoned me that night. Yep.
That's so funny.
Just like Peter Griffin. I'm just like, I'm like crying at this point. I'm 3 a.m. I'm just like,
crying at the club. Like,
dude, crying at the club when I see Peter Griffin.
The spirit of Massachusetts is the spirit of America.
God damn it.
They'll never know.
Anytime they do like alternate art styles, like the Dragon Ball is also one of the best ones.
Oh yeah. Oh,
that's my favorite. That's my favorite right there.
Wow, I completely forgot about that. I should have.
Ninja Turtles is like a personal like for me, but Dragon Ball's awesome.
Because Dragon Ball had the pass, the pass and the mythics.
The mythics with that world tournament like staging creative, dude, that was unmatched. That was fucking unmatched. I was like, I can't believe we're playing this right now. Like
the fact that they had the jungle, the beam struggle as well in this game, but they didn't have it in that other Dragon Ball game at the time.
Nope,
beam
in this game.
Yep.
Wait, you're talking about Kakarot? Was that Kakarot? Was it Kakarot at the time?
Yeah, they didn't have those in there. I don't.
That's so lame. That game sucks.
No beam. Come on.
Yikes.
Sparking Zero. It's got him.
Oh, day one. I will be buying day one,
game, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm not even a big Dragon Ball fan, but I will be buying day one.
What about you, Cass? What did you reckon was your favorite one out of the menagerie of comics?
Man, because if we're talking like all together, I think I agree with Simon that the TMNT stuff really blew me away.
Yeah.
It's only because, again, for me, like it was Peter Griffin level where it was like I was waiting for it for so long, and then I was because like the boys though I've been off and on with Fort for the last like 2 years. Like I don't play it as much anymore because I just kind of lost my.
Oh well,
loser.
Whose fault is that? Huh? You want to get into this again? We're not doing this here.
No, we're not.
No.
But the Ninja Turtle stuff was great because it brought me back to the game briefly. And actually made me play for a while because I actually wanted all the Ninja Turtle stuff.
I just love certain skins that they put in. You know, like Doom Guy and fucking
that was awesome. Yeah,
like the Terminator shit and everything. I just love shit like that. I think Fortnite is the best crossover we've ever had. So like,
it really is kind of like the Ready Player One, unfortunately.
It kind of is.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I don't think it's as good. It doesn't emotionally impact me as much. Fortnite has almost breaching like that Smash Bros territory where it's like people are.
What do you mean almost?
Well, like people are legit theorizing on like. What can we do in photo mode? Who can we put next to the Mandalorian and fucking Master Chief
and
Leonardo
Ryu with a sniper rifle, John Cena wielding a rocket launcher.
I do dream of the world sometimes where there was like no guns and it was just like all these characters just happened to be together, but that is quite literally like the impossible game. Like, unless you're a Japanese person, you would not be able to make a game like that. Smash is so, like, fine-tuned because it's simple, yet it has all those, like, puzzle pieces. You'd never
represents all the characters so in their own unique ways. And everybody has, like quirks of them, especially in Ultimate, that makes them... I need a new Smash Brothers game. I need to brain rot speculate again.
Were you big on the Smash titles, too?
No, that's the thing. No? It's kind of funny because, like, I love talking with you guys and hearing you guys go off about all like the Nintendo and the Sega stuff. Because like growing up in South Africa, we didn't really have all that like at the forefront of our pop culture. Right. But like I knew it existed. Like actually even Marvel stuff wasn't at the forefront. I remember vividly I learned about Rocket Raccoon because I was Googling just like I would Wikipedia Marvel articles on my phone just to read before bed, just because I wanted to learn. And I remember looking at Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 because I saw it in a magazine, and I'm looking through the roster, and I'm like, who's Rocket Raccoon? That's a weird guy. That's how I learned about all these characters.
Look at that.
12 years later, fucking sobbing in the theater 12 years later when he's looking at the record.
Mid 2012. Oh, look at that guy. Mid 2023. The fucking weasel! No!
I can still say I knew it before.
The otter. It's an otter. Fucking hell.
I can still say I knew
By
it
the
before
way,
MCU.
little side note here. We got some great shirts on all of us. God damn.
Yeah,
We're
the
all
Bebop
lined
shirt.
up.
Fiend?
The Bebop shirt.
You have a Duff Beer shirt, Cass. That's
Duff
awesome.
Bear.
And Captain America over here. Sam Wilson.
We're like
himself.
Disney Plus right now.
We're like just-
Oh no, dude!
Oh,
Bebop
no.
I
is
look
awesome.
like-
Simon of the.
We're
I
making.
look like John Walker. I do kind of
we're
look like
doing
John
wa-
Walker. It's a
We're
little
doing lawsuits against people who've been like wrongfully food poisoned at Disney. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Dude,
I saw that.
story was crazy. That
No!
story was fucking crazy.
That was insane, dude.
They get Saul Goodman as the lawyer. They got Saul Goodman or some shit.
Lightning bolts! Shoot from my fingertips!
Oh shit.
Oh, no,
my
God.
We lost
We did
Simon. Our fingertip
God.
power was too strong.
Yeah, no.
Damn it! We
You're
finally got rid of it.
Lightning bolt shoot from my fingertips.
What was it? What the fuck was I gonna say?
We're talking
Holy
about Smash.
shit.
But,
Yeah.
but yeah.
No,
But no,
if you're
I-
not into it, it's like, yeah.
No, I bought it. I own it. I've because obviously I love.
I have it.
I have it. It's mine. I have it. Vanessa. No, my voice. I love learning about it, and it was fun to play with my sister because we both don't know anything. She knows a little bit more than me, so it was fun to
We
like.
both
get the
don't know
characters.
anything. That's crazy.
We both
the red one.
She's 10. She knows so much though. She'll like we're playing and she's like, oh, and she starts dropping like copious amounts of Mega Man and Kirby lore.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm
that's
so
good.
proud of you.
That's good shit.
So proud of you. All this YouTube kids, it's doing something good. No Coco Melon shit. We want to sell.
Kirby Facts Girl is coming.
She starts like rattling off all the lore. Like she's going through the alternate styles. I'm like, oh, well, that's boring. It's just like different colors. And she's like, actually, that's the color of the original Kirby
She
sprite.
comes up on the green screen.
And
This
I'm like,
DDD design is a massive mistake. She's in a fucking Eeyore hoodie.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're so bad.
There's something
so
not
bad.
right about that one. It's not right about that. But yeah, I'm not too crazy into it. But like the next Smash game, I'll be there. I'll be there now.
Hell yeah.
And I mean,
We need
I just
Brain Rot
got
back. We need the
I will bring
speculation
Brain
back.
Rock, bro. I mean, I just got into I just bought Animal Crossing because I'm new to that as well.
Oh,
I'm enjoying that.
fantastic game.
So I'm
Don't
learning
remind
all
me.
these things that I didn't
Yeah,
know
man.
as a kid. I'm healing. I'm what do they say? I'm healing my inner child.
Dude,
Hell yeah.
dude, seeing you tweet about Mario Wonder like 3 times a day back in October was like pure serotonin. That was,
I cried finishing that game. I
That was
genuinely
a great
cried.
fucking game.
Beautiful game.
Fantastic
Such a
fucking
good game. Best
Game of the year, game of the year 2025.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ow! Yeah. I mean, I'm Baldur's
Wow.
Gate.
Baldur's
I
Gate?
am.
Oh, okay.
I am normie Baldur's Gate pilled, so you know, like I am gonna pick that over Mario. I still love Mario
Yeah.
Wonder. That's a great game, fantastic game. It's good.
We
feel like
gonna- okay.
People are, we're going to kill you with lasers, Simon.
We're
Just
gonna
not right
fling, all right? It's all right. It's all
You don't like flowers, do you, Simon?
yeah.
You like D&D sessions.
Yeah. So.
Now, Tay, with the you run an account about Star Wars on TikTok.
I do.
You have a collection of Funko Pops as well as many other figures.
Yeah.
You play Fortnite constantly.
I do.
How much vaginal sex have you had?
Well, it's to quote Steve Carell in a 2011 animated feature where he plays a guy with a really long nose. In terms of vaginal sex, we have none, but the bank will give us the money to steal the moon.
I'm going to steal
The moon.
Oh,
Listen,
we
when
got
they
a dub.
listen,
got a
I'm
dub.
gonna keep it 100 with you right now. If it's between that and Fortnite season, I'm fucking on Fortnite. I'm gonna be real.
Nah, I'll
Keep
be
it
real,
real.
man.
I'm keeping it real.
Babe, please, I'm so horny. They added the Ninja Turtles, babe. You don't get it. It's crazy.
Listen, once you buy like you log into Fortnite, what's the first thing you see? Once you buy a cosmetic, you own it forever, right? Mm-hmm. I'll never lose the cosmetic. I could lose her.
Exactly.
Bro,
That's crazy.
you opened up a mirror in my soul.
Look, man,
Gambit,
I saw Emma Frost in that battle pass. I saw Emma Frost.
Not long I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
That's what I said.
Everybody on the day.
Can I touch on that real quick, because I got your minor opinions on Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, fucking hell, right? Like that entire thing with Gambit, Blade, Elektra. Like, it was way cooler than it should have been. To be fair,
It definitely could have been horrible, but it actually turned out pretty good. So.
It was really
so good as Gambit.
It was cool. It was really cool. That's the thing. It's like as much as I can't bitch and moan about that movie. I will, but it's like it's like at a point you got to just sit back and acknowledge it's something that's just really fucking cool. Like it's like look Gambit. Oh, he doesn't really like kill people, and I'm like I don't care. It's funny. It was funny.
You have X-Men 97, like fucking
exactly.
That's real Gambit, right?
I was gonna say
that's real Gambit.
I have it on my jacket right here. You can see that right there. I'm an X-Men guy, and I've been a Gambit guy for my whole life. I love Gambit.
Yeah,
I literally modeled my D&D character after Gambit, for fuck's sake. Like
that's actually based.
Yeah, literally seeing that. Seeing Channing Tatum with that garb, like with the shitty helmet
with the comb over hair,
the comb over, and then him like doing the card shit, throwing him dude, I was like, this is awesome. Like this is what I always wanted to see right here.
To see a character like Gambit fully it just straight out of the comic design with an actor that's like,
dude, that did way more for me than fucking way more for me than anything Wolverine did in the third act with the mask. I was like,
I talked about it like the first time Deadpool Wolverine scrap and they play AC/DC. Like I straight up did the Rock fucking in my seat. Honestly, like I felt something in that moment. Like I did. Like it was actually like
it was good
fan service. Like that was.
This is how real it is to the Rock. Chills.
This is how real it is
to the Rock.
Yeah. Chills. Tate, when are you gonna start watching wrestling with us, brother? We've been.
I do need to do the journey. It's been a lot. Again, I'm hashtag healing my inner child.
No, you don't.
So I got into Smash. I've been watching the animes that the people want. I've been reading books. I read books again.
Let's go.
So wrestling can be arranged. Exactly right. It's so non-Gen Z of me to read books. Like,
the only books I read are the Lego manuals.
Exactly.
The only books I've been reading are the Bible, Dune by Frank Herbert. That's it.
It's the same thing.
Tate's gonna be like, Tate's gonna start this shit. He's gonna start it like Bruno Sammartino versus Buddy Rogers. Like
oh my god!
And he's gonna be
genuinely.
When
that would be so fun.
Show up?
Dude, I will. If you pull up like the best matches ever, I will watch them with you.
That's such a good idea. We should all give him one match each. That's such a good idea.
It's not going to be Buddy Rogers versus Bruno Sammartino.
No, we're not giving you superstar Billy Graham. We're not doing that.
We're not giving you Jesse Ventura.
Nikolai Volkov, 1970s classic.
Dude, I'm gonna text all of you. Oh, go for it. Sorry.
Dude is gonna be like, when the fuck the Rock show up? It's like fucking.
No, I was about to say I'm gonna text a picture of me like watching two cavemen beat the shit out of each other, and I'll be like, watch it. Just started wrestling. When does the Rock show up?
Yeah. When's the Undertaker come in?
You can post a picture like an old drawing of Abraham Lincoln when he used to wrestle, and be like, hey yo, this shit's boring as hell. When's John Cena in this?
I did. I actually did one night. I did show Tate the grocery store fight between Stone Cold.
Oh, that was the best thing I've ever seen.
Oh man, that was the best
in my life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was in tears.
Stone Cold coming out of the cooler with the milk.
Honestly, Tate, if Tate wants to get it, he should just watch the Cody, Rock, Seth, Roman shit from this year, honestly, because that was
pretty good.
That was the peak time. That was the best fucking build in a hot minute, honestly.
Because everyone was talking about it, right? Like
we were all talking about it. It was crazy.
Yeah. God, it was just when Eric was sending wrestling tweets to the main group chat. Are you kidding me?
Oh hell yeah!
That's how we won, brother. We did it. We infiltrated the people. We made Nick watch. But now we'll give you a match.
Give me a match each. I've been promising people a lot of things. I've been saying I was gonna get into basketball this year as well. I've been saying a lot of things. I'm making a name for myself.
Real sport.
Facts guy will never be bowling.
Yo, Nixon. I'll have you know, the emote is 500 V-Bucks. I will get it.
Oh my!
Oh my!
Dude, you know what that means? We gotta watch Shaq versus Cody from AEW that one time. Remember that shit?
Oh my god, that shit rules. That match actually
No, that
rules.
shit is awesome. Unironically,
crazy,
we do need to.
The fact that match ends with what was it? Shaq being stretched away, and then they say like, "Where'd he go?" And that was the last we saw of Shaq.
Yeah, he never came back.
In
he died or some shit.
Shaq is fucking dead. He is dead in kayfabe.
No.
which is insane.
I took it as like Shaq is Jesus in canon because they had his body on there and then it was gone. And they're like, where'd it go? Like he went away. He rose on the third day.
He on the third. It was in March. It was in March of that year. You know, maybe it
Was
could
that
have happened.
pandemic? I don't remember that year.
No, yeah, it was March 20. It was 2021. It was 2021.
Hey, who in the Star Wars universe would Shaq play really well?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say
Afghan Hound. No, I don't know.
okay.
I select Daniel Bryan.
Afghan now doesn't have bloody thumbs, mate. Shaq would be. I think Shaq.
R2D2.
No, fuck, maybe.
I'm
man,
joking.
maybe.
No way.
I had an answer, but it would come out. It would come across the wrong, so I don't want to say it now.
Oh my.
Well,
I'm gonna say Shaq is gonna be playing Kylo Ren. He just has the stature for it. I don't know what to tell you. He's got the
piece of junk. Oh, sky.
Charles Barkley as Supreme Leader Snoke. They get that entire like panel.
listen, brother. Wyatt's gimmick is rewriting movies. He's making them good too. It's fucking.
Dude, I just remembered those Shaq commercials were like the funniest thing, the funniest shit ever, dude. Him talking about
commercials.
like, I like Gold Bond. I take Gold Bond for my fucking ankles and my shit. You know what I mean? I take that shit for my knees. I drink Pepsi for my depression.
Yo,
Yeah, exactly.
I drink Pepsi for
My face hurts.
Simon's chugging it. He's chugging that peach
Keep
Pepsi.
going. Keep going. No.
burst out laughing, you motherfucker.
It's gonna be like the
on my
fucking
face.
lighthouse when they're fucking. He's like, dance, Winslow, dance.
You're getting the runaway.
That movie fucking rules. Goddamn.
That movie's awesome.
Dude, the
Are you
Lighthouse
kidding
is
me?
so good.
The shot of Willem
so good.
Dafoe when he's like,
Yeah. You don't find me cooking, huh?
Okay.
"You're a fan of me cooking, huh?"
All I'm saying, bro,
it.
the lighthouse, but it's like a little like stowaway station in the middle of space. Republic officer, an Imperial officer. Let Sam Raimi direct. Watch the box office explode.
Watch the box office explode.
All I'm saying.
God damn it.
Dude, I want my
That would kick
standalone
ass.
General Hux movie with J.J. Abrams directing. Just let it be gritty, rated R, and watch the box office explode.
Watch that be the first movie where they pay people to go watch it.
Oh, dude. I joked like 3 times during the fucking D23 stuff. Like, cause we didn't know like what the updates were. We were just getting them through the timeline. And I
Yeah,
remember just
yeah.
saying like I remember just being like, oh, it first R-rated Pixar film, and everyone in the chat's like, wait, really? It's like, yeah.
Why it's spreading misinformation?
Me
on
when
the
I
internet.
spread misinformation. Me when I lie.
Dude, we
The
were
funniest
mentioning
thing-
that because like we were watching the D23 stuff, and me and Wyatt just kept trolling Simon. It was so
And then
fucking
Robert
funny.
Downey Jr. actually got confirmed as Doctor Doom, and it was the worst moment of my life. I felt broken.
That was
in moment.
Comic Con. Oh god.
The last time I made a video about that, I got shadow banned for like a week and a half because
Which is
Blu-ray
so
Angel
fucking
and his
stupid.
coterie of clowns.
I
said
still
the
have the
voice.
screenshot of you in front of the camera, like
This is embarrassing.
defeated. Yeah, this
is
is
embarrassing.
embarrassing. This is the funniest picture ever.
Oh, it's incredible.
Oh man.
All I'm saying, bro.
I got one more question for tape before maybe we move.
Yeah,
to
we can do the
what we
picks
got.
afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah, God. Because we keep like looping around and obviously talking about Star Wars. We've alluded to how the Rise of Skywalker is the worst thing to happen to humanity, and that blood and bone will be in the streets. If anybody says anything positive about that
It'll
movie,
be blood and bone.
in the streets. I kid.
Right.
You like the movie. You like the movie. I don't catch me doing that shit though.
There we go.
What is your thought? What is your overall thoughts on modern Star Wars, because we had these conversations before, and I love hearing your perspective on it every single time, because you strike a very nuanced take on this, and I really like it because I'm just cynical as fuck. So it's like, what is your thoughts on modern Star Wars, and what do you want from it going forward? What would you do if John Lucasfilm came to you and said, "Make Star Wars good again"?
John Lucasfilm. No, I appreciate your sentiments on that, and it's definitely one of those like questions where it's like I turn into a different kind of beast. Like I put all the jokes aside, I'm like, wait, I actually have some gas on this topic. But it's like, for me, I'll try to keep it short, but for me, the sequels never worked because they're trying too hard to emulate the originals. I don't think that's like, I don't think that's constitutional to like the ethos of the franchise. Like George Lucas made the prequels so radically different from the originals. Like the originals is your hero's journey and your Kurosawa homage. The prequels are like Shakespearean opera. Like that's a whole different vibe. Yeah. And then the sequels are just the originals. It's like, it's boring. So those movies never work for me. It's no one's fault. It's not Daisy Ridley's fault. It's not John Boyega's fault. It's none of those guys. It's not their fault. It's Disney's fault, because they were like, we need the Disney Red like 9 gag where they were like, the prequels are lame because people were talking in the movie about politics. So then you have this like the equivalence of a Star Wars of an MCU film being sexless. You have a Star Wars film being sauceless. There's no sauce. There's no juice. The Last Jedi. I'm not like goo goo gaga bananas about that movie, but it's at least swings for the fence and tries something.
It's the best of those 3 movies.
Yeah, it is 100% the best.
I would rather watch that movie 200 times than like watch a frame of Rise of Skywalker or The Force Awakens, because at least that movie wants to say something. It wants to say something. It's got great like direction, like it's good stuff. But again, it's wrapped in the awkward like table dressing of we need to be the originals because George Lucas is stinky and politics are weird and there's flavor. The Mandalorian season 1 was like, in Pulp Fiction when Uma Thurman's tweaking and they jab the fucking adrenaline needle into her stomach,
right into her heart.
Like, oh yeah, and she just wakes the fuck up. That's what the Mandalorian season 1 is. It's the meme. It's like, hold up, his writing is this fire? Like season 1 of the Mandalorian, you could go to your colleague at work and sit around the water cooler and be like, man, the fucking the Baby Yoda, that shit's crazy. Wow. Like everyone was talking about the Mandalorian season 1. It was revolutionary. It was so good. It was its own little corner, and it had the right amount of like table dressing and the right amount of new stuff. Season 2, not as strong, but still really enjoyable. Told a complete story. The Book of Boba Fett. This is when it all starts to go wrong. This is when it's like a bit too self-indulgent, and it kind of like backpedals on a lot of the emotional integrity. Din, I don't care about Din because anything that happens to him, it gets undone. Like he loses Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda comes back.
Exactly. It's like
he has to reckon with
away all the stakes.
He has to reckon with his cult, with his clan being a death cult, and then he just doesn't.
I really forgot how fucking bad that show was.
Yeah. And then
it started off like kind of like interesting. It was a little slow. It was a little like not what I expected. But I was like, okay, it has its own identity still. Like I kind of like where this is going a little bit. But then like,
is that Cad Bane? Is that Mace Windu? Is that Cad Bane? Is that Mace Windu?
And then fucking Luke Skywalker. The fucking oh my god, dude.
And it's a pity because I love the idea of Boba Fett being like, you know what? My whole life I've kind of lived it doing what other people told me to do. What do I want to do for myself?
Yeah,
exactly. I actually want to do that, and it's cool, but it doesn't matter because Din Djarin shows up, and it's like, fuck.
Yep, didn't fucking matter.
So that's this whole can of worms of nostalgia stuff. Then, as if God himself came down and extended a hand on my shoulder and said, "You're gonna be all right, buddy. We get Andor," and I'm like, "Hold up,
dude."
His writing is actually this fire because it's like a whole different flavor of Star Wars. But it's still Star Wars. I'm like, okay. Yeah. And I think that's when Star Wars is at its best, is what I kind of want to see, is when it's emulating other things and not trying to emulate itself. When it emulates itself, you get The Rise of Skywalker, you get The Force Awakens, you get Mando Season 3, you get Book of Boba Fett.
Ahsoka.
You get Ahsoka. Even though I will say, I would rather watch Ahsoka over Mando Season 3. And book.
Oh yeah, I would as
No,
well.
Correct.
Yep.
Mando
Because at
season 3 is
least-
embarrassing. It's
At least
embarrassing.
Ahsoka has like juice in concept, and there's still really good episodes of that show, even though it's like flat for the most part. Then the biggest point of contention, I think, is Acolyte. I still would say Acolyte is great. I still would say it's worth a watch if you care. But then
Yeah.
it comes up to two things. It's like one, Disney not playing nice with creators. What is this about enforced runtimes? What is this? Like, no.
Yeah.
Leslie's cooking, and there's some good stuff in that show, some great stuff. Enforced runtimes. Oh, season 2 bait. No, garbage. Get that out of there.
Get that,
And then 2, just like quality as well. Not in the writing and stuff. The characters are great. It's really strong show, but in like the way the show looks and feels, it feels cheap. It's edited weirdly. I think Acolyte's like textbook of like what Star Wars should be when it comes to something that's fresh, because it's homaging all like the Chinese martial arts, like wire films, or like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is a huge inspiration on that show.
Yeah.
It's doing all the right things, but it's the people up top that are not letting them cook properly.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
dude. When I saw the end of the Acolyte, spoilers, by the way, this is, I'm gonna tell you.
Wait, 3 seconds. Okay.
Like, I didn't have a dislike for the Acolyte until I saw them go, look at the funny green man at the end of the last episode.
man.
I was
So
because of course
funny.
you do. And it's, again, you're right. It's not the filmmaker's fault. It's not the creator's fault.
Nope,
It's
not at
the
all.
fucking heads who are like, they can't trust
Yeah.
any of these things to have its own identity and make a new iconic character.
Exactly.
You can't
You'd
trust
think
that.
a company this big would like have enough money to just let people do what the fuck they wanted to do instead of like dragging them through
exactly.
shards of glass and be
Say
like,
what you
where's
will.
the Mace Windu cameo? You know?
Say what you will
Where's the
about
big,
Warner
where's the big
Brothers.
cameo?
Say what you will about Warner Brothers. Whether James, we're gonna see what happens with James Gunn and his DC
No, I'm
universe.
scared.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm shivering.
He is giving different creators platforms to tell genuinely compelling stories at this point.
Yeah.
James Mangold doing Swamp Thing, that's great. That even if it sucks, it's great that that's like happening, right?
Yeah,
he's getting to do his own unique take on Superman. He's treating, I know people it's contentious what they're doing with Green Lantern, but they're still giving Green Lantern its own identity by being a more noir detective inspired thing. Like, it's different, right? Like with the Star Wars stuff, it's literally you start off, you seed them in with something original, and then by the midway point, it's everything you've seen before, and then they shove a cameo at the end, and then they call it a day. And it's the same
Hey
fucking
guys,
thing
look,
every
it's
single
a
time.
lightsaber.
Yeah.
You like the show now?
Lightsaber.
It's such a pity as well, because I want to be sold on it, but it's like I don't believe you anymore. That's the problem. Like Skeleton Crew, I'm genuinely excited for, because it's like when you were a kid and you like looked out the window on a long car ride and you were like, oh man, like imagine if I was in Star Wars. Like, that's cool.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally
that's what I'm saying.
it's Goonies and these little kids. They're so cool. At Celebration, they were
And
like
that's what I
so
was thinking.
jazzed.
When I
right?
saw that trailer, I was thinking like maybe Star Wars should just kind of be for kids for a minute.
yeah, that's for
Maybe
kids.
that's where its strength was. You know,
Give the
Like,
adults a fucking break for a minute, so we don't have to be
Yeah.
arguing over the Gleeple
They-
Corp and green
Avant-garde
lightsabers
fucking
online.
bullshit.
You know, like fucking.
They said it really well at Celebration. They said Skeleton Crew is about kids but for everyone, and I'm like, cool. That's what you should aim
Perfect.
for.
Yeah.
That's what you
Yes,
should aim for.
100%.
Go for it. So like, I'm hyped. I love the premise, and then there's all these. They run into these pirates, like the dude who's got like freaking like blaster bandoliers going over his chest. There's like a droid with a peg leg. I'm like, that's gas. But
Yes.
then I know, Ahsoka will show up. Oh, there's gonna be
They're gonna be in a bind, and the
This-
Razor Crest is gonna fly in out of nowhere,
Well,
and the
it's-
Mandalorian's gonna kill
and then
someone. and it's-
I'm gonna turn on an episode, and then it's gonna be the same medium wide gray shot, like assembly line.
Hey man,
get it out, get
keep
it
in
out.
mind, it's John Watts who has Disney's fucking thing planted firmly over here, so it's like all right.
Well, he's listen.
I
The
don't
Watt slander will not
Please.
stand,
I'm not sa-
brother.
hey, I'm not saying Watts can't cook. He's certainly proved that he can with certain things, but he will absolutely say yes to whatever the fuck the cameo they want to put in
Dude,
there.
if the Skeleton Crew ends with like the kids going into like an abandoned ship and they find like, you know, the secret plans for the heir to the Empire or some
Hey,
bullshit
this is
like
Luke
that.
Skywalker's
I
arm
will.
and his lightsaber.
I'm going to become Star Wars Joker. I'm going to do a Joker.
Star Wars Joker.
The
Is
Joker
that the
strictly
head?
just me jumping out a window. Like,
Is that the head of Sebulba from episode 1?
Black
like
Adam
that,
getting carried out of the theater. Fucking.
It's like the tweet about the Mando trailer where like someone was like, "Is that Gareth Zeb Aurelius from Star Wars Rebels?"
Yeah.
And then someone
I was
was
like,
like,
this is-
"See, that's the point."
This is the
Like,
entire fandom. It's just like, this is the Glup Shido thing.
Yeah.
It's just like, all right.
And
It really is, man.
There's that part of me that wishes I wasn't that jaded, where like I could just turn off my brain and enjoy these things. But it's like when we all saw the Daredevil trailer together, and we're like, "That looks really cool. I'm familiar with Disney's game. I know what
Exactly.
you guys do. Like that looks great." I also thought the Echo trailer looked great.
Yeah, see, that's
Dude,
the thing.
Secret
You know me on
Invasion?
that.
They had me thinking Secret Invasion would be good, and then that was the worst one. Like,
I only liked the Echo trailer because Kingpin was in it, and then I found out Kingpin is in it for even less time than I thought
Watched
Kingpin would be in
all
it.
the scenes that he was in, and then that
And
was
then we stopped.
dude.
I mean-
And that's the thing with Daredevil, especially. Like, I want to talk about that just real quick. Trailer looks great, but again, like you said, I don't know. Again, I have some faith only because they said, "Hey, that whole idea we had originally fucking sucks. We're gonna scrap production on it completely and start again." I was like, okay.
You don't see that a lot
Maybe-
nowadays. So
you don't see that a lot.
That's
That's
fascinating.
why I'm thinking maybe they give a shit about this.
it's
one.
why
Like,
I it's a meme at this point. I want to believe that after all the waiting and the fucking delays and the problems, I want to believe that the creator's going to win out on Blade and it will actually be a good movie, but I just don't see that happening, right? It's just going to...
That movie
I mean,
is never coming out. Never
Armor
coming
Wars.
out.
supposed to come out
Eternal
2 years ago. This is going 2 years ago.
Whatever.
we're getting GTA 6 before Blade. How do you feel about that?
Insane.
Fucking hell.
There's only ever going to be one Blade.
I am also
man.
because I think I just talked with like Tate and a few of our other friends. I am sad that I'm at this point with Star Wars 2 where I'm like, it's physically impossible for me to get excited for anything
With Star Wars 2?
anymore. I can't believe they did.
Slow down.
Yo, Star Wars 2
Attack of the
Slow
Clones.
down there, Bucko. That's
Into
too
Darkness. But fucking I get to that point where I'm like, I hate that this thing that I used to sit around and scribble down shitty Sith Lord names just for fun. I don't even want to like talk about it anymore. Like I haven't even seen the Skeleton Crew trailer. That's how little I
It's
care.
really good. It's really good.
I want to believe, like you said, but I thought the Acolyte looked good, and then I was just nothing about that show spoke to me at all. It was just nothing. It was just nothing.
Did you at least watch it all? Did you give it a try?
I didn't watch. I did watch the first few. Listen, actors like I'm forgetting the guy's name.
Diego
Mr.
Luna?
Squid Game Man. Mr.
Oh,
Squid
no,
Game
this
Man. I can't remember his name. He's a fantastic actor.
Great actor.
And he was. I loved him. Daphne Keene's getting work. She went from the Acolyte set just to go do Deadpool and Wolverine for 2 days. You know, good for her. She's getting paid.
Yeah.
Other than that, I saw like some of the action sequences are really fucking good. Like they're really well shot. And they're really well done.
Not bad.
It just doesn't change the fact that everything I hear about it is just like you're adding lore, and I don't even hate the lore. I just don't even care anymore at this point. Where it's just
Exactly.
like I want something that's. You're showing me like 6,000 years in the past or whatever the fuck it is. Show me something that's like 100,000 years into the future. I want the concept of Jedi and Sith to be gone. Like, that's what I want.
Exactly.
I'm gonna hit you with this real quick.
Okay.
I do like the idea of the Star Wars timeline having a full stop. Like, I wanted Rise of Skywalker to be the full stop. Obviously, they're doing other things. That's fine. I think the Rey movie will be good. Please,
God.
please, speed. I need this. This franchise is kind of homeless. Please.
Why the fuck you laughing, bro?
But it's like, yo,
God.
I mean, Dawn of the Jedi, hopefully he's going to go back. But again, this is the thing, right, Simon, where it's like we're sitting in these conversations and we're like, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
It's been like that for a while.
I hope the dog that I like pulled off the street stops biting my leg. Like I really hope if I stick my hand in the microwave, it doesn't burn me.
But see,
like,
I think about that, but then I think also I never thought X-Men would ever have that juice again in like the mainstream.
True.
And then 97 came out and just blew us all away. Like I never thought we'd see X-Men have.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
And so like I do
X-Men has
hope,
not been a
Daredevil.
standstill, but like for a very long time. So that's cool.
It all depends.
Like,
doesn't
what a
it?
way
It's
to
like-
come back. Like, that's like the big thing. Like, what a way to come back and like solidify itself again.
Yeah, they could.
So that's what I hope.
The
we're-
back-to-back of X-Men 97 and then Deadpool Wolverine right afterwards.
Yeah, it's a little. I
Hey,
mean, hey, you know what,
the
though?
credits were nice. The credits were nice.
I have not seen. I have not seen so much like Gambit love ever. So like
Yeah.
that's
It's
one thing
so
I'll give Deadpool
cool.
Wolverine. Like the fact that people just know who Gambit is now and shit. I'm just like, damn, that's fucking cool.
I came out of the theater and I was like, damn, people are gonna be talking about Blade. People are gonna be talking the fuck out of Blade and how Wesley Snipes did not lose the source or anything. He was so cool. And then everyone's just like, fuck yeah, Channing Tatum was fucking amazing as Gambit. And I was like, dude, when are you ever
I
gonna
hope
get that?
it's a little
ever
Reddit,
again?
Yeah.
but I hope he sticks around. Cause I think,
Yeah.
given the chance, I think he would actually
Give him
do
like
that
more of a
character
script, like
justice.
more stuff to work with. I'm sure he can actually pull off something.
Well, because
really-
I think we're headed for a soft reboot post Secret Wars, and I kind of want them to do it. I want them to restart and then get a new Iron Man, get a new Cap.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Do a
Just
new
a
Avengers
restart.
team. Do a new Avengers team. Have like Black Panther on the team to start. I don't fucking
Do
care.
Ant-Man and the Wasp from the get-go.
That's
Make it really
dude,
classic.
Fantastic Four is
That'd
the
be cool.
foundation.
Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Oh my god.
I need
I need this.
just start.
Giant Man, please.
You can do Demon in a Bottle. You know, you can do fucking.
No,
They're never
you can't
doing
do
that.
Demon
They're
in a
never
Bottle
doing
because every Disney protagonist has to be likable and marketable and epic, just in the same way that with the Game of Thrones show that's out now, all the characters, all the women aren't allowed to be evil or malicious. They all have to be girl bossifiable. They all have to be perfect. They all have to be fine. This is why you can't have any interesting characters, because the reason Iron Man is interesting in the MCU is because he was not a perfect person. So when he fails, you're like, fuck you, bro. But when he does well, you're like, yay, maybe he's growing. And that's why his death matters. That's why John Walker's an interesting character, because he's not a perfect person, but he's actually dynamic. But no one else is, because everyone has to be
who would've thought
perfect
they-
and cute and get Funko Pops and fucking Lego figures.
Wyatt was cooking when he put out a tweet about Thunderbolts, and it said, "Why did they kill off Mysterio?" And I was like, "God fucking damn it!"
Mysterio.
Killmonger would have given
Vulture,
that team.
for God's sake.
The Vulture, he's still alive. Fucking throw him on the team.
No, he's in some.
Morbius.
He's in the some
He's in
universe.
Morbius.
Yeah, no, dude, that's like insane because like Thunderbolts, like off topic obviously, but like man, Thunderbolts, what a fucking boring fucking team. Like, god damn.
There's two cool members of that team. Two of them. Like, yeah.
John Walker, Bucky shouldn't even be it. Bucky should be in Cap 4 as far as I'm concerned. I don't know why.
Bucky
he's in
should be
this.
retired. He should be retired, and
But nah,
that's
man,
what
they had
he
to give
said
him
he
the
was gonna
fucking-
do in Falcon and
Nah,
Winter
man.
Soldier.
Yep,
They gave him the
he
old
should've been-
EDS haircut. They gave him the Trunks haircut. Now they said, all right.
Trunks
here you go.
haircut. It's fine. Pray every day for Sam Wilson, my new favorite MCU character, who's going to be stuck
Yeah,
in
exactly.
that movie.
Stephen Strange.
Look,
Stephen
What's
Strange.
going on
Not
here?
directed under Sam Raimi going forward.
I'm the new Hulk.
Honestly.
They paid me too much money.
Hey, you know what? I'll say this to end that whole discussion. Thunderbolts and Cap 4, they look a little better than what I thought. That's all I'm going to say. They look a little better.
Get ready for a shit rendition of The Suicide Squad.
I hate you.
They do not have
2000.
that shit on.
I hate
Yep.
2000. It's gonna happen. It's gonna
See,
happen.
that's how am I supposed to be excited? That's to put a bow on it, like Wyatt said. It's like the same thing for Star Wars with the Rise of Skywalker. It's like, how am I supposed to be excited about Star Wars when I know the net endpoint is fucking Palpatine comes back in like a shitty movie? Like, how am I supposed to care?
Endpoint. Holy.
That's the net endpoint. So anything you watch ever until the end of time
Ends.
is Palpatine comes back. And
That is insane. If that's
Somehow.
so it's like, oh, the Acolyte's cool. And it's like, yeah, see how the Acolyte leads into Phantom Menace. It's like, who cares? Because it ends with the Rise of Skywalker. Like, a middle can be bad, a beginning can be bad, but if an end is bad, why would I care? Like, imagine walking into a restaurant and you're like, oh, I'm going to have the steak, and I'm going to have some batons, I'm going to have a nice, like, vegetable. I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. By the way, I'm going to kick your family in the fucking stomach before you leave.
I'm gonna go to your family's house and I'm gonna hit him with a fucking gonzo bomb on your front lawn.
You wouldn't go to the restaurant, would you?
No.
Like,
Nope.
So it's like, oh
That
yeah,
is a great
Doctor Doom,
analogy.
Secret Wars. I'm
is
like,
an old-timer
why the fuck would I
analogy.
watch that?
I would like the advantage the MCU has is that it had a good ending before that, so you don't need to worry about that shit. But like,
Come into my bounce house. By the way, there's a live claymore set up outside your nan's front door.
and with that, let's move to real movie discussion. Let's do
All
a
right.
good old fashioned.
Welcome everyone to
What
we
we
got.
got.
No, 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 no.
What
Oh, yes,
we
sir.
got.
We don't have a theme
who-
song for this, by the way.
We don't.
Okay.
Let's make one up.
Oh, it's the song from Miss Marvel. What?
Oh, that's Devil Dinosaur. Oh shit! I love Marvel. Anyway,
Oh, man.
who wants to go first?
Piece of shit.
I'm gonna go first. I brought Devil Dinosaur. No.
Wait. I would have locked in if you brought Devil Dinosaur. All I'm saying.
If they
love
weren't
Devil
fucking
Dinosaur.
around, they would bring Devil Dinosaur.
Did you bring Theodore Rex starring Whoopi Goldberg?
Oh man. So I actually went basic bitch this round. I went to Marvel Studios. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
No.
For a movie I haven't seen since it came out, and one that I keep claiming is my favorite, and then I watched it and I said, maybe not. But I still love it. I still think it holds up, and it is one of the best MCU movies. I went with Captain America: Civil War.
Banger.
Okay.
Banger. Excellent
Fucking excellent movie. My highlight, personally, I think Daniel Bruhl is an excellent actor,
Daniel
and
Bruhl
he
is
was a
fucking
perfect fit
phenomenal.
for Baron Zemo.
Yep.
So
Oh my god. Again, sorry to go back to Thunderbolts.
He's not in
Why is Zemo not on the team? Like, what are we doing?
Yep.
wasn't
yep.
he in the promo art like ages ago?
Yeah.
Didn't they tease like a picture with him in the
It's
mask?
almost like that character leads the fucking team in the comics that people don't read.
No, but guys, Doctor Doom is gonna be like the infamous Iron Man. He's gonna be like the infamous
Oh.
Iron Man.
Your family will not make it through the night if you say that. That's a joke. That's a joke.
There's a tripwire
in
with a
Minecraft.
live bomb underneath your house.
He's gonna put a spawn creeper egg next to your Minecraft house.
Oh,
Monster
no.
spawn underneath the house. Yeah, no, I just love the idea of a villain who tricks the heroes into hating each other.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
and
it's a
it wasn't
cool
even. It wasn't even like it's half that, and also half like he did his research and he traveled across the country, got into a highly security like protected facility to mind trick the dude who was mind tricked 70 years ago and killed the parents of this guy who's leading the team who wants to sign the record to stop superheroes from being reckless.
It
And
really
it's
is a
just like,
complex
holy
fuckery
fuck.
mess when you think about it for like 30
It's
seconds. But
crazy.
it is
Still
it's just
probably
too awesome.
like again. That's the thing with these movies, especially the Cat movies. It's my favorite MCU trilogy easily.
Oh, 100%.
Like
That's hard.
No, I
Here's the
agree.
thing, man. I love Guardians and everything, but I just think Captain America, just those movies are just a different beast.
No,
I mean, not a
yeah,
different
yeah.
beast, like movie wise, but just like as in terms of just comic book shit, just like
They all
First
have a distinct
Avenger.
flavor, though. They have a distinct
Exactly.
flavor, all three of them, right? So it really adds up, honestly.
Black Panther first appearance, cooked. Great way
That
to
suit is
introduce him.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
Best
and
movie
beautiful
I've
as
seen.
well. Yeah, because it's like
Yeah.
that movie sets the standard, which just goes to show how Disney keeps fumbling by being racist and sexist. Black Panther and Captain America were never like locked in the comics, right? Introduced
No.
that character in a Captain America movie, set the stand of like, yeah, we can do that. Where's Blue Marvel? Put him in a movie. He can show up. There's no rules. There's no rules with the stuff. And now you look at the tapestry that's been woven. Captain America and Black Panther are now never been more connected in the comics, in the public eye. That's beautiful. That's brilliant.
Yep.
Do more of that. But it's like, oh no, we can't do that. Like, so you take a popular character, make them a vehicle for a lesser known character. Why don't they do more of that? I don't know.
Do you know how
Sexist and
much more?
racist.
Do you know how much more people would have been acclimated to Miss Marvel or a Moon Knight or a She-Hulk if they had been previously introduced in something and given their own space, right?
Yeah, for
Like,
them to
it's
just
really insane.
debut it and just be like, yeah, it's going to do well. Like it
Yeah.
kind of did well.
They try to do that like with Ironheart and like Wakanda Forever.
Oh
but it's
man,
like
fucking.
I want to say
I didn't
this
even
real
hate
quick,
that.
too.
I didn't even
Just
hate it either. But it's
piggyback-
like yeah. Oh, sorry, go
To
ahead.
piggyback off of what Tay was saying right here with
Yeah.
Black Panther, I still find it absolutely fucking embarrassing that Marvel didn't recast T'Challa. I'm absolutely fucking pissed. That
well, it's more so the fact because that's what Chadwick like wanted, right? Which was
Yeah.
like
he wanted it to go.
which
He
is-
wanted to go further, didn't he? He didn't want it to be He didn't want someone else to just like. He didn't want T'Challa killed off. I don't think, right?
Yeah.
No.
Never his.
He
yeah,
said,
exactly.
"Don't kill him off," and then they
Yeah,
killed him off.
because that character had so much more lore to him, so much more to like go into. There was so much. You could have just put any actor in there, and they would have done a damn good job, probably.
Granted, it's like I think the way they use Chadwick Boseman's real death in that film and kind of transfer that through T'Challa's death, I think the way they handle it is actually quite powerful for Shuri as a character, and I think
If
her
we had
journey
to
in that
do it, yeah, but I don't know.
her
I'm just so
journey
pissy
is
about that.
great. Yeah, but it also just
Yeah.
like, again, I'm telling you, I think that's why they're headed for soft reboot because then they have an excuse to recast him if people are going to get
I
upset
mean,
about it.
I
But,
thought
like,
little T'Challa was gonna get hit with like the fucking Kang ray, and he was gonna age up like 30 years. Like,
that's Black Panther 3, brother. That's Black Panther
Oh, you mean like what they did in fucking Gotham to Poison Ivy when she's like a
Yeah,
girl?
with the
Oh
the
my
age-
God.
like a weird water
You-
thing,
I
she becomes
completely
30.
forgot about that.
Oh
Your
no!
That show
Gotham used to
is fucking
cook.
brilliant.
What happened?
Go to show. Don't let anyone say otherwise.
Oh,
Honestly,
man.
for real.
Absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
All right.
But yeah,
Anyway, yeah.
continue.
Airport fight scene. Probably top 3 fight scenes in any Marvel movie for me.
It was
Up there.
unfortunately the first MCU movie to really kind of nail home that gray palette, sadly. But
Yeah,
it had some style to it still, though. It's
The
still
choreography
The
saves it.
banter.
The choreography and the
Exactly.
and the back.
I love the mismatches. Yeah, just mixing and matching with everyone, and then like first time you ever see Spider-Man, and it is not that jarring having someone like Tom Holland come in for the first time, and because after all these fucking appearances from Spider-Man, I never really got attached to Tom Holland's rendition. Like he's doing the right job, you know. Like, oh, all right, look, bro, look.
I like it. I'm just saying. It's okay.
He's good. He's good for what he's doing. That's the thing. Like now that I've watched all of his work and like I understand that he's supposed to be a much younger and innocent character than the other Spider-Men were.
exactly.
Because like I felt like Tobey Maguire cooked way more when he came back and he was this older figure of Spider-Man.
Sensei
I thought that was
Spider-Man.
really good.
No Way Home. Goated with the Sauce movie.
He was
Yeah,
really
real-
good with that.
real.
Shit, honestly. Like,
Real shit. Real. Oh, okay.
So seeing him like
I like
first appearance in this is really really cool. Vision could have murked all of them fucking idiots in 5 seconds. What are we doing? Why is
he
Vision in
didn't
this
want
movie?
to, though. He didn't want to, though. That's the
Yeah, but he
whole
could have
Yeah.
just gone Glass Dome. They're not
But then
going
Scarlet Witch.
anywhere.
But then Scarlet Witch would have said, "But you wanna
Glass Dome.
You wanna do something with this, eh? Like
Glass
fucking-
Dome. Simpsons
It's-
movie. Glass.
It is
Dome.
weird. It is weird how like contrived it is looking backwards. Like Black Panther was there for revenge. Spider-Man was there because he was like, "Oh, Mr. Stark!" Woo-hoo.
He wants to
Like-
prove himself.
Vision was there because he was like buffering like a computer, and he was like, "I think this might be the way to do it." And then War Machine was there because he's Iron Man's buddy. Iron Man was there because he's like has to be there, right? Everyone on Team Iron Man, except for Iron Man himself, does not want to be there because they want to be there. It's really funny.
Black Widow is even Natasha as well. Like,
Yeah, she's a double agent.
Exactly.
yeah, pretty much. Essentially,
betrayed him,
she
yeah.
is. Yeah.
Which I gotta say too, one of the best written MCU movies, well, like dialogue wise, I thought it was actually like
Give me a
very well
break.
Dude,
Yeah, exactly.
That-
Just that
that
whole banter
moment-
between them is just phenomenal.
Dude,
like,
dude.
goddamn.
Yeah.
Because that
It's a
banter's
simple-
great. Because they're so friendly at first. They're like, "Hey, it's nice to see you again. I'm sorry about all the shit going on. You know, we can sign this. We can do something about it. You know, it's a shame that it's a shame that Wanda's in the facility right now. What? You know, it's like, oh fuck,
Yeah,
oh my
exactly.
god, yeah, I locked her up. What the fuck is wrong with you?
And
The
then
best-
it adds another layer when Tony just goes, she's not even an American citizen, and then it's just like oh wow, there's a whole other layer there too. Of just
He is like
ooh, what does he mean by
walling
that,
so
you know?
many
Like,
reasons to like justify this in his own head, and as a
exactly.
result, nothing, dude. Like, it's not like a super flashy line. There is nothing like in Civil War when Cap said he didn't do it, he didn't want to do it, and Tony just looks at Cap and says, "I don't care. He killed my mom."
Yeah.
That is one of the best lines in the entire MCU, because that just boils down Tony's like impulsiveness and his like inner...
because he keeps that charm while he's fighting. He's like, let's kick his ass and shit like that. It's like, oh man, don't bullshit me, Rogers. It's like, oh shit.
Dude, when he says, "Don't bullshit me, Rogers," was it him? Yeah.
Did
And then like when he says like he
know-
goes like he says like I didn't know it was him or something, and he just goes like he backs away for a minute. It's like, oh shit. Like he's not gonna let this slide.
That's that interview where he was like, "Yeah, I've done some of the best acting in my career in the MCU, but people like don't care because it's a superhero movie." I'm like, yeah, it's that exactly that Civil War scene.
Yeah,
that exact scene.
So
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much else to say. It's a highlight of the MCU. How many booms? Solid 4.5 booms.
Boom!
Go.
Boom!
And then you go,
Boom. Yeah, The Rock.
that's how much it means to the Rock.
All right.
Yeah, no, that's my pick. Who wants to go next?
I'm gonna jump in right then, because you know what's crazy, Cass? I also went to the World of Marvel Studios for mine, and I didn't even coordinate this.
Oh, we're gonna die.
Because in my pit and my anger at how they're going to do the worst fucking decision of all time, I went back to when I was actually an MCU fan, when it was my favorite thing, and it was all I would talk about. And this guy over here was a little subtle foreshadowing, because I brought Joker's Trick 2 movies. I have brought Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame to the list. Yes.
I just saw the Letterboxd review this morning, Mr.
Yes.
I was gonna say, I saw that and I thought to myself, I'm like, what if I bring Avengers Endgame and then just see Simon's reaction when I say,
God, that's why I had to go
Avengers
first.
Endgame, guys.
Yeah.
God.
That's crazy.
Because Dylan and we rewatched Infinity War last night, and then we watched Endgame the next morning, just on a whim. Listen, man, you can have your problems with the MCU. You can have your problems with the way that Endgame ends. You have your problems with like, are these 2 movies really good if you're watching them outside the MCU fan sphere? Because I remember that was a big debate when the movies were coming out. I don't give a fuck, dude. This is blockbuster filmmaking at its arguably like one of its finest moments, in my opinion. And
Freaking sublime.
it is on a level that is absolutely freaking sublime, honestly. That's something I noticed, man. There's a lot of jokes in these 2 movies, but with the exception of like a few, that none of them really feel out of place, because they're moments of tension relieving in like this really tense, really like dark, overarching storyline that honestly is incredibly like effective. I think it has some of the best blockbuster like staging and set pieces. Infinity War in particular, Titan Avengers scene, Titan fight. I love you, Titan.
Delicious.
I love you so much, Titan fight. Real shit. That's one of my favorite action scenes in any.
Dude, Thanos blowing up a fucking moon and throwing it into the fucking
Old timer.
Yeah.
Never
good.
thought I'd see that shit.
Good.
That was so
Remember when the D23 footage leak came, like the description came out, and everybody was like, "He throws a fucking moon at everyone," and it was like
what?
Yeah.
And that's like the 7th craziest thing that happens in the movie too, which is insane, honestly. Christopher Marcus and Steve McFeely are the only people who have ever written Thor good. They're the only people who actually understand the character and make him likable and give him the best arc, in my opinion.
Dark World.
And
What?
What just happened?
what?
I like Dark World, sorry. Kill me.
There's
You
one
and
good,
2 other people.
No, you don't.
Okay, look, like when it came
there's one
out.
good scene. There's one good scene.
When it came
Yeah,
out,
when
I
it
liked
came out, you were 15 and an idiot.
No, but which I'm sure Simon's getting to, Endgame retroactively makes Dark World kind of heat.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Thor meeting his mom and her like forgiving him and like going
That is so
really-
true.
It did take me a while to come back
Shit.
around on Thor 1, though. I didn't come back around on that movie till like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
fair,
Thor
fair,
1's
fair.
good movie. Good
Thor
movie.
1 is
Good.
okay.
It's great.
And
Cat
Thor
Dennings
Dark
is
World is
horrible in it,
mid.
though.
Mid.
Compared to Ragnarok and Thor: Love and Thunder, Thor 1's a much better.
It just
movie.
gradually gets worse. It really does.
Ooh,
Just awful.
I don't think Ragnarok
so
is that
awful.
bad. I think Love and Thunder is like unwatchable. But other than that, fucking. Anyway, I want to talk about these two movies because they were like the peak of my MCU fandom. I was talking about it every day. It was back when I truly like had a it was like my Star Wars, because Iron Man is like one of the first movies I remember seeing in theaters. I was 6 years old when Iron Man came out, right? So
you,
it was
sir,
like,
deserve to be shoved in many lockers, is what you're trying to say.
That's
Oh, he's doing it. He's doing the thing.
He's leaving.
He did it. We got rid of him. He's in the
Guys,
locker.
we done it. Simon is gone.
Anyways.
So we're gonna say top 10 reasons I would kill Simon. Number 10,
one,
Canadian.
Okay.
Number 2.
Man.
What? Holy shit!
How long is he gonna stay in the closet for? Is he
I don't
coming
know.
out?
Oh,
this
is
a
this
bit?
it? Is
Is
this
this a
it?
bit?
Yeah. He's gay. Happy Pride Month, everyone.
Fuck, you look like
It's not
wait.
June,
Oh, it's
Simon.
August. Sorry.
Simon, you
Yes,
look like
it's
fucking
June.
Keanu Reeves in The Matrix when he breaks out of the fucking pod.
Matrix Resurrection is a good movie. Anyway,
Oh boy.
That's
Avengers
a
Infinity War,
bullet.
Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame. Yeah, I just want Jelly to talk about like how I was never more invested in this shit than I ever was. It's probably the most invested I've been in a franchise like ever at this point. Was waiting for that to come out and waiting on and actually listening and waiting for trailers. It was before they stopped trying, in my opinion, and I just have a deep love for
Bro,
it.
they're really trying to hype up this Doomsday Secret Wars. You will never replicate the triumph that was these
It's
two
not
movies.
happening.
Say what you will about Endgame, and like if you think there's problems with it and you don't like the end,
No, I get the problems with it, but it still worked as a brilliant like duo finale for that era of Marvel.
Yes, and it actually has things to say about its characters, and it has.
Yeah.
I don't grayscale or not, one of the most incredible moments of superhero action of all time in the third act, which is a moment, and it's a moment that can't be replicated in this new era.
It was certainly a moment for its time. Absolutely. Like at the time, I remember just being just like, "Holy fuck! Like this is it." Like this.
Because it was like something I think we all wanted, but we were like, "There's no way they can like do that and make that work and have it look good and get everybody
They had
involved."
they had to earn saying Avengers Assemble, but it worked. It worked.
It actually did work, honestly.
It worked. And it's the thing that people kind of like underrate about Endgame so much. Like I know a lot of people who like swear up and down about how much they don't like Endgame, and I think that's fine if you don't like it. That's like it's not
fine.
perfect.
I just think it could have been better in some aspects.
Oh yeah, it's not a perfect movie, but it's a good ending. That's what it is.
Exactly. It's a good ending to
But
what it was. Yeah.
Endgame, the thing that I like about it, I think Simon will agree, it is one of maybe 2 MCU movies where until like Act 3, there's almost no action. It's just real characters sitting with real consequences the whole movie, and that's kind of fire.
And even the conceit of the time travel subplot is it's an avenue for people, especially Tony Stark. Like I forgot when I rewatched it, I forgot about that whole bit when he talks to his father.
It's the best scene in the movie.
It's one of the best parts of the movie. Like that's incredible, and like the whole thing where he's like talking about sacrifice and that, like that is clear foreshadowing for later, but it works and it's like really solid. And
Even
Thor
when
has
he's,
that
like-
one with his mom.
Even when Tony Stark is on like death's door and he's got the IV in him and he's just giving it to Cap, just screaming at him, telling him like "fuck you."
Failed us.
Like and then
You
he just
weren't
ends
there.
it with he just ends it with liar. Like it's just like damn, like this is fucking so good.
I love that scene.
It's humbling to see these characters who you've come to love in like the worst state possible, and it makes the triumph more worthy. And to me, I get mad about Doomsday, and I am. It doesn't matter to me because the final shot of the MCU is Steve Rogers dancing with the love of his life.
Yep, that's the
in
ending.
the kitchen.
That's the end.
I rewatched it today, and I like rewound it twice afterwards because it made me so happy watching that.
I was about to say, regardless of where this shit ends, you can always have that as the actual ending.
I think you mean the actual ending is Rocket Raccoon dancing on Nowhere with his friends.
Okay, that.
Sir.
Yes.
I think you might mean that.
Dude, post Endgame canon.
I think we have the same one.
Falcon and Winter Soldier. Doctor Strange. I get Doctor Strange. I include Black Panther for the ending because I think the ending's good.
Fine.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
No Way Home.
Wait,
because then Spider-Man's story.
When we say Doctor
Guardians
Strange,
3.
we mean the moment his eye opens, nothing afterwards.
Yeah, nothing after
Yeah.
that.
Nothing afterwards. We
And then
don't care, but we don't do
Guardians
it too.
3. And
That's it.
and
Oh, and Loki, yeah. Yeah, Loki's
brilliant.
He's a
That's-
tree.
It's so gas though. It's so good.
He's a tree.
It's amazing.
I can't wait till Doctor Doom confronts him and kills him and rips his spine out like he does Thanos. Oh man, it's
Oh, and the soy gel.
yeah.
When they have fucking Robert Downey Doom kill
Robert Doomey
Robert Doomey Jr. kill Thor and Star-Lord, I will set the theater ablaze. Like I will. It's going to.
Oh my god! If
Oh, I'm
Star-Lord
setting up a chainsaw and it's over.
Dude,
I just remembered Peter Quill because it's like I would have a little bit of interest in Peter Quill and Sam Wilson leading an Avengers team, a little bit of interest. But if that were to happen, I would just be like, pack it up.
Well, Thor's gonna die. Hemsworth has basically said he's done with this shit. So Thor is his death warrant is
the
signed.
fact that he came back for Love and Thunder is shocking.
Yeah, I mean, even he doesn't like that movie. He's like, oh, we went.
It's so bad.
It's
I'm like,
bad.
it's
Awful.
I bet you went very far, bro.
You wanted to fuck a hammer, you fucking idiot! Like Jesus Christ!
I think we wrap it up.
That's fine.
Game Awards, just wrap it up, please.
Yeah, just wrap it up. Yeah.
I've been waiting for somebody to take the
my
reins.
God,
Somebody do it.
Come on, Wyatt, lead us into
Wait,
the new
is it
horizon.
time? Is it time? Oh god. How many
Wyatt's
booms
about to
on?
bring.
Oh fuck!
how many
I give
booms?
both. I give both.
We can't. Wait.
Yeah. Oh, to infinity. Boom. Boom. Oh, no, the Tungaloa. No.
Oh, we gotta show T that clip after
I
this.
hate
It's
that
so
clip so
funny.
much. God damn it.
Alrighty.
So,
Simon doesn't give a fuck
was-
about what you're gonna say. He just left.
wow, Simon's really never
about
gonna
right.
watch. That's crazy. Anyway.
What's the product, kid?
Well, guys, so I was thinking, because I was kind of conflicted here, because I did not know what I wanted to talk about here. I didn't know what I wanted to talk about with this this time, because I saw Trap last week, and I talked about it briefly on the pod last episode, and I really thought about bringing that, and I kind of want to do still, but I'm not sure. I really want to talk about something that I fucking hate.
Do it.
That's Borderlands.
Oh, brother!
Go. I'm ready.
I have
Let's go.
Look,
I'm so
the first movie I ever brought to the table, to what we got was Max Payne, because I fucking hate that movie.
Oh dear!
I fucking hate that movie so much. It's awful.
I'm in a movie
So I
with
thought,
guns.
guns, man. And I was like, you know what? I think something's calling on me. I think I had to bring something really bad to the table. Borderlands. So yeah, we watched this last night. Tate was sadly there with me as we watched this.
God,
Boy oh boy. Boy
Legally.
oh boy. Yeah, legally. We watched it totally legally. We had a screener copy. It was all right. For your consideration, it was all it was. They are not doing that for this movie. Hey.
Jamie Lee Curtis, Best Supporting Actress,
Oh
once
my
again.
God.
She going
So,
back to
look.
back.
I'm going to tell you this right now. This is the only background I'm giving on this movie because, look, Tim Miller was supposed to direct this film. I believe he did for a brief while. And then there was nothing about it. There was like that one weird cast photo where it was like the silhouettes of the cast, and it was just very weird. We're like, what are they doing here? And there was no set photos released, no official like word on or anything. Then like a month or so later, Tim Miller drops out, and Eli Roth fills his place, and I'm just like, oh, that's never turned out good.
Meow. Yeah.
That's never turned out good. When you switch directors halfway through, and then there was I guess there was a reshoot. Apparently, there might have been.
You ever seen Fantastic Four 2015?
We watched that the other night too.
A
Didn't we?
year ago, a version of this
man.
movie would have come out. That'd be brilliant. But sadly,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah.
Never see it.
Apparently, Cate Blanchett, and I firmly believe this, a few of the
Yeah.
actors, including Cate Blanchett, apparently really liked the script that was put out for this movie that they read, that they signed
Craig
on
Mazin.
for. It was very cool. Yep, Craig Mazin, Last of Us.
Yep.
And they said it was a great script. They were really excited to do this. Something happened. I don't know if it was a studio thing or whatever. But I want to tell you all right now. I want to apologize on behalf of the actors. They were in this very sad situation they were in and everything. Now, everyone.
He's talking about like
and I
it's
mean,
a fucking plane crash.
Like someone died, yeah.
everyone who was responsible for making the final product of this film, I believe, should be deported to Guantanamo Bay. They should be sent to Guantanamo Bay for about 40 years until they are literally on death's door, and then they should be brought back to literally be spat upon and be homeless for the rest of their lives. This is the years off their lives because holy shit, man, this movie fucking sucks.
They should be ghost shipped with a bunch of wires coming out.
Oh, ghost ship, dude! Best opening of any movie, and the worst movie of all time.
Worst movie of all time.
Awful fucking movie after that. I could not believe how good that fucking opening
I don't
scene
know
is.
why ghost ship popped in my head.
I love that it did, though.
That's a
I
great
love that it
reference,
did.
though. I'm
so
so happy you referenced that movie. Holy fuck.
Oh, bro. I love that. I love the poster for it with the big skull on the fucking shit.
Dude, that's like the ultimate like movie like video store like poster.
Absolutely.
You see that in every
The fact that
Pirates
we're
of the
having more
Caribbean.
fun talking about Ghost Ship than
Ghost Ship.
Borderlands.
That
is
tells
a lot.
you everything
Everything.
about Borderlands, dude.
This movie from the get-go, from the opening scene, I'm pretty sure that you and I just let out a groan, right? Because we were just
Yeah.
it's that kind of movie, isn't it? Like it's just like someone's giving like this whole like, you know, backstory about like the lore and everything, and then just goes, "Wow, that was fucking boring, huh?" And then it's just like it cuts to just
Oh, here we go.
I love when a franchise movie doesn't like its own lore. I love that. I love that. It's awesome.
dude. None of this movie is redeeming. None of it.
No.
There's nothing good about this movie. Like,
What do you mean? Jack
the
Black
lore?
is in it.
oh my god, dude.
He's
Kevin
so
Hart is
cool.
in
The lore-
it. He's
the
so
lore is
cool.
so bland. The story, I said this is how I described it. This movie goes at breakneck pace, but is somehow the slowest movie of all time.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is an hour and 40 minutes. It felt like 2.5 hours. It is an unbelievable
We check the
bad-
time like every
Sorry.
5 minutes as
Dude,
well.
Can you
Dude,
can you
we looked
confirm
at the
for me? Because I saw a tweet with Bobby Lee being in this movie.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, with the Axe
There's
body
a
spray.
scene
That's in the movie.
where there's an Axe body spray left on
Yeah.
the set. Was that
Yeah.
real?
Yeah.
It's real. It's real.
That's-
How
It's a
the
movie.
fuck does that happen?
Now look, I'm one of those guys. I love when errors like that happen in movies. Like I love when
Oh
you see a
no,
crew
yeah, it's great
reflection.
trivia.
It's like I love a
like-
crew reflection in the background. I love that shit because I like being reminded that people made a movie. But shit like
Yeah.
that is just like, what the fuck was that on the set for?
Yeah,
This movie is
well,
not charming enough to like.
Anyone involved in that movie was stinky, so I get it.
Dude,
They were
I
not.
know it
there's like
smelled
a part-
crazy in there.
like you just said, there was a part in this movie where like, really just like how much longer we have left because we thought it was like, you know, a good 45 minutes. It was 15 minutes, and we were just like, oh my god.
Dude,
Yeah,
that was us
better.
watching fucking Harold and the Purple Crayon as well last
No,
week.
dude, this retroactively put Harold and Purple Crayon. That gave it a star. That gave it one more
Are you
star. It's a
serious?
3-star movie.
Is that
Simon, I
bad?
want you to know that that movie ruined Batman for me, and I'll explain why.
Oh my god.
We were watching Harold and the Purple Crayon on this monitor, and on this monitor I had my Xbox playing Batman Arkham City, and I cannot play it anymore because all I can think about is Harold and the fucking Purple Crayon.
That is
Ruined
crazy.
it for me.
Your TV show
I'm
is
just
actually
flying
like
around
going.
like a fucking... Oh, man.
One day you'll be a great actor, Zach.
How was Shazam 2? Because I didn't see it.
Amazing.
I thought it was
Amazing.
pretty good, you know?
I love Keanu Reeves. Yo, you want to go see John Wick? Fucking go for
Once
it.
again, we're talking about other better movies. So somehow Harold and the Purple Crayon is better than this fucking movie, dude. There's nothing
Yeah.
to say. There's
I
really
would
nothing
watch
to say.
Harold over
Don't
this
fucking
any
watch
day.
this movie, even if people, because I've talked to people who are very avid Borderlands fans who are like, "Oh, that looks pretty cool. I want to see this." And I'm just like, I gotta tell them now,
Any avid Borderlands
You're gonna hate
fan
this, dude.
who saw that trailer and thought it looked cool?
dude. It is just, it's just unbelievable. Like the story, like you said, didn't know what the fuck was happening. The fucking action is nothing. It's just so many. Like the only thing that I could say was like even slightly redeemable about this
Yep.
is some of the character designs and some of like the aesthetic. I'm just like, okay, they got the aesthetic of Borderlands down a little bit. You know, it would be really cool if this was all cell shaded. That would have been really cool. If it was like a
That-
rotoscope movie,
Rotoscope,
Skin or Darkly, that would kick ass.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
That would fucking rule, dude. But no, awful movie. Horrible third act, by the way. One of the worst third acts I've ever seen.
That's dude.
Yeah.
The ending of, you remember, right? Kate Blanchett with the fucking,
She turns
this
into
movie
the
becomes,
Phoenix.
she turns into Dark
Oh yeah,
Phoenix.
sorry any Borderlands
Spoilers
fans
for-
who wanted
Like
spoilers
the
for
3
this.
No.
Borderlands fans.
Hey,
thought
hey,
it was gonna
buddy,
be
look
good.
at me. Fuck you.
No,
Thanks,
we're
man.
not
You're
saying-
watching.
We're doing you a fucking favor, man. Come on.
No, 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 no.
I saw-
Borderlands.
Earlier this year, I saw a film. Earlier this year, I saw a film called The Watchers.
Okay.
I never expressed that much rage for a movie. I hated that movie so much.
Oh yeah.
I fucking paid money to see that movie.
Oh, I remember you
was
telling me
the
about
worst.
Watchers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking was having a travesty after. I thought to myself, I'm like, wow, I really forgot how bad movies can be. I really I couldn't think of a single thing I liked about that movie. The only movie that is worse than that is this movie. This is now the worst movie of the year in my opinion. I never thought anything could top The Watchers. But holy shit, man.
Rebel
This
Rebel
is one of the worst
Moon.
things I've ever seen.
No,
Rebel Moon is
we
probably-
love
I'd
this.
rather
We
watch
love the
that.
Scargiver. We love it.
I will watch the director's cut of Rebel Moon before I have to watch this again. I will absolutely watch Rebel Moon 100 times over. I don't care what the
That's
fuck it's about. I don't
Barely
care. I will watch
justified.
that.
Fairly
It
justified.
has some cool things in it, maybe, so I'll give that a shot. But no, fuck this movie. Borderlands actually gets
Minus
two-
4
no.
booms.
5 dooms.
5 Doom.
5 dooms.
Damn. You know what happens to 5? Double chocolate cookie.
Yep. No, awful fucking movie. Do not watch it. Matter
Shut
of
up,
fact,
Big
go
AJ.
watch.
Sorry, I know
shit,
Tay has
go
to
ahead.
do his pick. If you're one of those losers on Twitter who goes like, "Oh, my faith in humanity is lost. Look how stupid these fucking people are in this TikTok." They're having so much fun, and
The
I love
Costco
seeing
guys
them
are
come
actually
up.
fucking.
They're so
Double
funny.
chocolate cookie.
I don't
Shut
care.
up,
I
Big
love
Asia.
them. They're
Shut
so
up, Big
funny.
AJ. Shut up, Big
Big
AJ.
AJ.
Shut up.
Big Justice. The Rizzler.
Big Justice.
Oh,
Rizzler.
the Rizzler.
Cousin Angelo.
Let's
Mother
get them
Big
on the pod.
Justice.
Let's get them on the pod. We need to get them.
Ashley Justice.
If we could get
Grouchy
Big
Uncle
fucking
Domino.
Justice on the pod.
I will cry.
Dude, be the best.
But yes.
That
No swearing. Gotta keep
awful
it family
movie.
friendly.
I'll tell you
Big
this.
Justice.
To close out that whole spiel, I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
Go watch Trap. It's a fucking great
Yeah.
fun blockbuster.
Yeah.
It's so
All-timer.
much fun.
All-timer.
It is
We
the
love
most
Trap.
fun you'll have in a
Yeah.
movie this year. Unbelievable.
Right now, with all the movies out that line up, you will have the most fun in Trap.
Dude, absolutely.
Honestly.
100%.
Yeah. Bro.
And
All right.
we're on to
The battle bus.
T8.
Again, I've brought an avant-garde 3-hour Swedish film about like the Great Depression from the perspective of a pigeon. So
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna win.
Let's go. A24, baby. I love A24.
So get ready. Get ready to study. Get ready to study.
This is the real buddy challenge.
Let me turn my
Everybody,
chair
it's
around.
happening. It's happening. I've brought something that's kind of fun. I saw. So I'm gonna just pitch it to you, and then then you gotta sit back and observe. Not everything needs a reaction. Sit back. Just feel this. Okay.
Take my white ass down and listening.
This movie is shot entirely using Grand Theft Auto's in-game camera. And
I know
it's
what you're
about-
talking about.
Yeah,
I know what you're
and it's
talking
about two people recreating the entirety of Hamlet in GTA Online.
You're taking the piss.
It is called
What?
Grand Theft Hamlet, right? So
I
It's a
wanna
real
see this
movie.
so bad.
Simon,
After
Simon put it on his list. I saw him study it.
Oh my god.
I watched this. What is today? Thursday. 3 days ago, New Zealand International Film Festival. So basically,
This is in the movie?
This is a film
It's a movie.
festival?
yeah. So it's a British movie as well. So cast, there you go. You got it sorted. So the guy who played Harry Potter in the Cursed Child stage play, his name's like
Oh.
Sam Crane, I think.
Sam
and
Crane,
like this
yeah.
other dude. Because during the pandemic, they were unemployed. So they were like, well, we don't know if we're going to act again or be able to do stuff. So they were just playing games. And they came across the Vinewood Bowl in Los Angeles. And they were like, what if we like put on a play for fun? And they're like role playing. They did like a play. And they're like, what if we actually put on Hamlet in Grand Theft Auto? So his wife is a documentary maker. So he made her an account and she follows them around GTA with the in-game camera as they try to recruit people and like audition them to like do the role and everything. And then obviously they go online like, hey, do you want to do the role? And then people are like, you fucking bitch, fuck you. Oh, fuck you. And they're like blowing them up with RPGs and shit. So they gotta try and make this movie. It gets to the point where like they hire security to protect them from other players while they navigate in game to try and do it. They end up pulling it off. Spoiler alert, like of course they fucking pull it off. That's why the movie exists. And it gets recognized by the Royal Shakespearean Academy for being the first ever production of a Shakespearean play in a video game.
What the
It's
fuck?
really cool.
that's
If you
amazing.
It's so cool. It's like an hour 20. It's really short. half of the movie is just them like dicking around and doing random stuff. I watched it in a packed theater. Half the audience were like old people, and they thought it was the funniest thing ever. They were laughing the whole time. They had such a good time with it. It's wholesome. It's cool. It's like the resilience of artists and like the threat of like their medium. It's really chill. There's obviously some parts that are very like dramatized because obviously they have to make it a documentary, but like it all happened. Like it's all real. Like one of the people that they get is one of the voice actors from Overwatch who does Farah. She ends up being in it.
That's crazy.
They put out like a casting call online. It's really, it's sick as hell.
Matthew Mercer, we needed you.
For anyone that's like, I mean, obviously for all of us because we know us, but like literally for anyone out there who's ever had like a night of gaming with the boys where you get up to shenanigans and you do random shit and have like a laugh. Yeah. It's pretty much that for the entire movie. It's so cool. It's such a fun time.
I got to see it for a while.
Getting invited to a festival to watch GTA Online funny moments is so funny.
Compilation.
That is
awesome. I was like, this is a YouTube
catalog. He saw the catalog and he was like, "That's the one, baby. That's the one I'm going for."
Yeah, that's history right there.
Gaming 11 mod showcase.
Not
GTA 4 Batman mod.
That right there, like what you just said, like that's like people who are like actually like passionate about something so unique, something no one's ever done before and shit. I just think about like shit like that, like in general. Like I'm looking at like there's that movie in I think it was Sundance 2014. It was called Tangerine, and it was all shot on an iPhone.
Yeah,
And I know just think about that shit. Just like man, people who are just like so passionate about just like doing it, like doing shit. Like they're just like some people just get all caught up in like, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? People who just fucking do it, just put all their fucking chips in. It's like, there's nothing cooler than that, man. There's nothing fucking.
I admire
cooler than
that.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
as a struggling actor right now, I hella admire that genuinely. So it's like,
yep.
Get on GTA
struggling
online,
to
man.
act.
All I'm saying.
Get on GTA
guys, we're remaking Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark in GTA Online.
I thought you were gonna say Spider-Man Lotus, and I was about to throw
No, I can
throw hands.
listen. I can be boring and talk about my dead friends just in real life. Like, why would I do that on GTA
Exactly,
Online?
man.
Oh man,
Dude,
oh man.
remember that one good scene in Spider-Man Lotus? Oh, actually, no, there was one scene. It was a newspaper clipping of fucking what was that character?
What?
Big Wheel.
Is this when it's like panning over all the glove?
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
Wheel?
Big Wheel. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Big Wheel.
You can't have a
okay.
Spider-Man game without Big Wheel.
They won't ever put Big Wheel in the MCU.
How you've described this to me, obviously this is in a video game, so it's very there's a goofy element to it. But
Yeah.
our buddy Zane showed us a movie by the guys that did Nirvana, the band, the show, called Operation Avalanche, where it is two dudes who they're not real people. It's a mockumentary pretty much of these two dudes who are the guys behind the faking of the moon landing.
Faking of the moon landing. It's a fictionalized retelling
So like
of that.
it's their perspective.
Yeah.
Someone's filming them like it's a documentary, and they're talking about like, oh, we should fake the moon landing because then people will think we're genius, and then we'll have this Neil Armstrong guy go and pretend he did it, and it's like it becomes so tragic at the end, but it's also really funny at the same time.
Oh, yeah, and those are the same guys who did Blackberry also, which is fucking
Yeah,
insane.
yeah.
Also doing that Anthony Bourdain movie, which is like fucking also insane. I can't wait.
And you're not even,
for that
dude. They literally got into NASA. They finagled their
they
way
filmed people
into
in
NASA to film
which is
scenes
funny
for it.
because it's supposed to be in the 60s, but they're in NASA like current
They're in
day.
that real modern day NASA, yeah.
That's awesome.
So
That's
funny.
guerrilla filmmaking right there.
You
I
gotta
highly
you
recommend-
gotta see that film, Tate.
Yeah, I'll put it on the
Honestly,
list. I'm
But
glad.
I
I
saw-
highly recommend fucking Nirvana the band, the show, that show they did.
Oh,
Had
man.
one season on Vice, Viceland, which is the Canadian one or whatever.
Oh yeah, and I
Amazing
hadn't
fucking
seen it for
show.
some reason.
Hilarious. fucking
equally
show.
hilarious and just brilliant. Like the idea
Yeah.
behind it.
Like
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
their style, it's very like, I don't know how to put it. It's like it's those duos kind of like Phil Lord and Chris Miller kind of thing, where it's like they just happen to really work and they
Yeah.
really like hone their craft and actually became like top guys eventually. Like it's like
100%,
damn.
dude.
Like,
it's-
look at these guys.
Well, dude, when I saw the review, when I saw Grand Theft Hamlet pop up on my Letterboxd.com page from Tate, I was like, what the fuck is this? This is not. And then I saw NZIFF, and I was like, what?
Letterboxd doesn't have Marvel's Daredevil. Dude, me and Wyatt were like setting up the Letterboxd. Dude, Daredevil's not on there, but Grand Theft Hamlet is on there.
Yeah, it's like
what the fuck? They know real fucking cinema. That's for
real
sure.
Real movie.
I have to see this.
Yeah.
That is my favorite take we've ever had. That is unbelievable.
How many booms, Tate? How many booms?
I mean, it's not like gonna like change your life. I give it 3.5 to 4 booms.
Okay.
A light 4 booms.
Boom.
It's a good time. It's a good time. Like I would want to go shake the hands of the guys who made it. Like what a cool thing. It's like one of those like gaming like legends of like dude who does like 1 billion Super Mario 64 backflips through a fucking like wall. It's like one of those cool things. Dude, it's like what the
fucking it reminds me of actually the fucking remember the fish that was playing Pokemon that was streamed on Twitch?
Yeah,
my god, I
It's
remember
like sensors
that.
attached to it, and it's like just going boop 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 boop. Like it's just like what the fuck?
Wow.
Real shit.
It reminded me like every time we take photos in Fortnite, like they're kind of just like how can we use video games and like merge it with a kind of an art form.
How we emulate like comic panels and shit.
That aspect you mentioned about how people would just go on video games and just fuck around, even if it's not like the actual story of the game or whatever. The fact that you mentioned that and it's been put into a movie, that is really, really cool.
When we were setting up that little like MVC thing, like in Fortnite with like the spray paint on the background, Cyclops and Wolverine.
Dude,
versus
the screenshots of fucking and like that's
y'all just cook with the screenshots in general. Y'all just
Fortnite has the best. Fortnite has the best photo mode. No fucking
100%.
There's no
honestly
My Xbox background is still the fucking shot of me as the Joker and fucking White as the Goblin. We have the lightsabers, the green and the purple ones. That's
Green Hulk.
Green Goblin mode.
But yeah, no. I mean, unless you guys got any other fucking bitch, we're gonna have to wrap this up.
Well, we have one. We have one more thing we must do before we go. From
what's that?
Wyatt, it's time for you to redo a movie.
Wyatt.
Oh my goodness.
You know what that means, right?
I'm scared.
That means it is time for.
I don't know if you know about this. This is the end of the pod. Wyatt has been assigned the leader of a new company called Revamp Studios.
Oh, okay.
I have a wheel here. I've been adding movies to it every single day. Literally, I try and add like 5 to 10 movies every single day. Anything I can find. I will spin this bitch, and whatever it lands on, Wyatt will have to either remaster the film, like completely rewrite the story, or make a sequel to it. Whatever he wants to do. He has 51 seconds to give us a plot.
Highlights include Tintin but Logan, Barnyard but Die Hard, and of course Speed 3, Moose Control.
Moose Control.
Absolute.
That is an all-timer.
That's crazy. Okay, I'm interested. I'm hoping.
All right. I'm interested to see what we got this time, man. All right.
I cannot wait for him to get Solo or the 120 Days of Sodom. It's going to be awesome.
It's spinning.
It's a goofy comedy this time.
Everyone's having a great time.
Yeah.
Don Knotts, he's just like,
Wyatt. Oh.
What is it?
Oh my fucking god.
What am I about to witness?
Monster House.
Oh
my fucking goodness.
Okay.
Lock in. It's the title.
I'm actually so pumped. Wait.
Oh, man.
Hold on.
Oh,
This is gonna go
many ways.
crazy.
His writing is about to be fire. Let's see it.
I have 51
right.
seconds ready, Wyatt. Tell me when you're ready.
All right.
Yeah?
Ready now. Yep.
Alright, off you go.
Alrighty. So this right here, this movie's actually going to be a bit of a reboot, actually. It's going to be a live-action remake, actually, specifically. And basically, this is going to be about... We're actually going to kind of shrink down that original house. It's actually going to be more of, like... One of those, like, kind of, like, modern setting, like, kind of, like, one-floor areas. Kind of like a rich... relatively rich house, you know? It's, like, long, but also, like,
Monster
angled this way,
apartment?
like a porch and everything.
Monster B&B.
And main character is actually... We're actually making the girl the main character this time from the last one. The babysitter, right? The babysitter, whatever.
Oh, God.
We're retroactive making her the main character. And this house comes to life, and it's got, like, basically like a dick and everything, and it's basically just going like, I'm gonna
What
fuck
the fuck?
every single house on this block. And it's played by Bradley Cooper.
What the fuck?
We'll do the prosthetics for the house.
So Bradley Cooper is we're looking at Bradley Cooper to star in the role. Also on the short list. Also on the short list is Michael Jai White as well as Colin Farrell as well. So
Colin Farrell, you fucking love it, yeah. Okay.
Is he gonna play the guy who just fucking goes
Yeah.
and then runs off?
Yeah.
What is going
So the girl, the goth like babysitter chick, basically. So she's obviously the main character. She's actually gonna be played by Maggie Gyllenhaal again, but like slightly like de-aged. So
And it's all live action.
it's all live action. Yeah.
What do you mean?
And the house is gonna run around and try fuck other
The house is gonna like run around
What's the
and it has,
plot?
like, a giant like.
So it's like She Hate Me, but
Okay,
with
so
house
basically,
or
like
the house.
Where's the story?
Look. We don't want to give too much away. All right.
No, you can't keep saying this.
Okay, no.
You can't tell me Bradley Cooper's gonna fuck a house and then I can't
All right, you
learn.
know
No,
what?
he is the house fucking other houses. That's what you don't
Okay,
understand.
look. I'll be real with you all right now. We're gonna put another 30 seconds on the clock. First time ever.
Are you using your?
fall out of my
wait. Is this a first time extender? Hold on a minute.
Yep, put it on
Dude,
there.
what are you
Holy
cooking?
fuck!
What are you
It's the director's cut.
Director's cut, baby. I said, dude,
Palace of
I told
Blood.
Kevin Feige, I said, give me more time. After doing like
Alright,
6
what?
lines of coke backstage, I'm like,
I'm scared. I've never done this.
So you know what he was cooking
Oh,
in
man,
his
I'm
mind.
really
alrighty,
nervous.
you ready?
I'm really
Alright, so
nervous.
basically, right? The motivation behind this house, basically, this house, someone died in this house long ago. Someone died in this house long ago.
Okay.
This time, it actually wasn't the girl, the fat lady, or whatever. It was actually Steve Buscemi that passed away. He never got to fuck her. So he's taking his revenge out as this house. And he sees like,
Voiced by Bradley
bigger,
Cooper.
what's bigger than a big, beautiful woman like what's her name from the last movie? All these
Yeah.
houses.
Just fucking out.
What is
Yeah.
wrong with you?
What's the movie called?
Oh, the movie's called Monster. The movie's actually called
Dongster House.
No. The Monster's House.
Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here.
A good monster to die house. The monster's
The Monster's House.
The real monster is the unquenchable toxic masculinity that
Exactly.
men.
It's like a very deep
yeah,
movie that we're gonna
yeah.
explore.
Oh,
Schwab.
I'm
We're
on
actually, we have a
A24.
director. We have a director
Monster
actually
House.
on board.
Okay.
It's actually, believe it or not,
Ang Lee from The Hulk
no, it's not.
2003. We did
Get
it.
Ang Lee. We couldn't get Ang Lee, unfortunately, but we actually got Mr. Longlegs himself, Osgood Perkins, on the fucking. Here he is.
Hold up.
man.
This might be gas. Wait a minute.
You're actually cooking. If Monster
see
House
his
was
biggest-
taken seriously, that's crazy.
Oh, you might be cooking with the house that fucks other houses. Yeah, I see
Yeah,
what you're
Bradley
doing.
Cooper fucking a house.
Yeah,
As a
Bradley Cooper
house?
again. He's on the short list. We're gonna see. We're gonna wait and see about that.
Does he sound exactly like Rocket Raccoon?
No, he actually sounds just like Bradley Cooper. There's no change or anything. It's actually just a perfect. Like, you know, like
Yeah,
how
I'm
the
just gonna
house
go
in the
around and
movie-
fuck these houses.
Like, it's
He's,
basically like how, you know, the house
yeah.
in the first movie was just like, you know, would just scream and shit. This is literally just Bradley Cooper going like, all right, let's do it. Like, it's just him recording lines.
Except for one part,
There's no
one part where
effect
he's
or
flirting
anything.
with like a smaller. He's like talking to a smaller house, and he goes, "I'm rating it in. I'm rating it in."
Yeah. God.
Digital footprint's
yeah.
a crazy thing, man. Wow.
Yeah, great film. We got writers on board. We got the
Not
writers
have writers, and Blood does not have a writing team for the
Blood
Monster's
does not have
House.
a writing team. Patrick Melskin and Marcus Dunstan. Here they are. Saw 4, 5, and 6. And
Let's
here they are.
go.
This gets a million boobs.
1
might be-
billion.
This is gonna make
1 billion. You've heard of 1 billion? Get ready for
peak. Well,
Yes.
it's a pity they couldn't get Ang Lee. I would have loved to have seen this in like 8K 60 FPS. But
Holy fuck.
so,
bro, with the fucking iMovie fucking transitions every
Like,
5 seconds. Holy
Oh,
shit,
dude,
man!
what was the transition in Hulk where it's like it's fucking
It's him. Yeah, in the,
the
fucking.
fucking fucking Nick Nolte fucking getting ready to like rig the whole thing together, ready to hit himself with all the radiation. He's like sucking this tube. and then emboss
So
effect
crazy.
like right over his face. Fucking
No, when the fucking house behind him just blows up and he goes flying, and then there's like
Dude,
three
dude,
bombs
my-
falling in
Tate, I don't know if you remember this movie, Hulk, but like the scene where Hulk is in the desert and then there's the building behind him and the camera shot doesn't change. A missile hits this building and nothing happens. The Hulk goes, huh? And then it fucking blows up. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Unbelievable fucking movie, man.
frame by frame of that scene.
Secret Wars will only be based if we get that movie referenced in any way.
So I'm saying,
Well, I'm
Ang
saying.
Lee, he should direct Secret Wars. Fucking hell. That'd be fucking
In
crazy.
8K, 60 FPS, fuck yeah.
98% on Rotten Tomatoes. certified
144p, baby.
Yes.
It's like the
And on that
the Adam Twitter
And
account where it's like great, like Avengers Secret Wars, awesome, it's crazy, horny.
Oh yeah.
And on
Speaking
that
of
note,
horny,
boys,
I am extremely aroused after that episode. Thank you,
What a great
Wyatt.
one.
We want to
I want
thank
to give a
our
cheers to
buddy.
everyone real quick.
Shut the
Cheers,
old
fuck up.
Tate.
We want to thank our buddy Tate for being here.
I appreciate
Probably
it.
one of
Thank
our
you for the
favorite
invite.
guests so far.
Amen.
Incredible.
Thanks for the invite, fellas. This was fun. It felt like
Yeah,
it felt like
absolutely.
good bit of banter, like you would see in Grand Theft Hamlet, showing at your.
Oh, I've got to see that shit, man. That's captivated me.
That's
And of course, you can follow Tate. I'm sure there's probably a healthy amount of people who know who Tate is, who don't know who we are, given that he has a pretty solid TikTok following. But follow Tate on Star Wars Facts Guy on TikTok. He makes really good stuff. This man is one of the best content creators on the Star Wars side of
Amen.
things. So you,
I
the
appreciate
only good
that.
one, actually.
We're gonna make a short and post it.
Oh, we
to
are.
our
Yes.
TikTok.
Yeah,
There's a Q&A. You like this episode? Go check it out. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube. We're on the Patreon.
yeah.
We're on the fucking merch site. Go and check that shit out. But for now, that's been it. See you later. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone, and fuck all of you. That's a heel
Love you.
turn.
Guantanamo Bay.
you. I love you. The monster's house has not defeated me yet.
Bradley Cooper, I'm gonna fuck houses.
As a house.
You took everything from me. I didn't even monster your house.
All right, wrap it up. Put the fries in the bag.
And
Put the
this-
fries in the bag, buddy.
It's still recording,
Wyatt.
Cass. What the fuck?
Wyatt, you know, I used to be something. I had 51 seconds to make Monster House. You put the fries in the bag, bro.